of social media? Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't think so. No. Social media is just a tool. It is. It's those who use it who are the ones spreading hate, division, violence, inciting violence, and some well-known figures they're quite adept at that, aren't they? They're just shy of actually hanging themselves. They just on the edge. If you know who I'm talking about. That happened to be Nigel Farage. Anyway, who we got here today? Do you know what I ain't done? Oh my giddy aunt. I need to get the chat up. Well, let me just think. Where is the chat gone? Oh, there it is. Top chat. Pop it out. Hope everybody is doing well today and having a lovely day. And, well, crikey, and watch what's going on in the UK. It's rather frightening, actually. Now, my son, I'm from Norwich. My son lives in Norwich, and there's been squit going on. There are little pockets of problems, and unfortunately, somebody just got stabbed right outside my son's flat. The police were there, sirens all going and what have you, and that was just that was last night. That was so. He's very concerned with his little daughter and what have you. Yeah. And also the fact that my son-in-law and what have you, and my grandchildren are black as well. And they seem to be targeting, these are racial attacks, aren't they? It's not just about thuggery, bigotry, and it's pretty extreme. And I've got a whole load of clips here that I want to show you. They're a bit shocking, to be honest. So I warn you, but not as shocking as my live stream and doing my making a stair gate, and I dropped a chisel on my foot. That was rather shocking. Yeah, I got a hole in my foot. I'll teach you wearing Crocs in the workshop. So anyway, let's get the old chat up, shall we? So where is it? Our chat captures. Bring it up over there. Is there? Okay, that looks good, but doesn't look good. No, it's all wonky. Let's put it where it needs to be. I'm in top chat. Top chat. Top chat. How's a cat? Chat. En français. Anyway, right. Who we got here? Derek McCall, Joel Barrel. So those obviously not in the chat. Welcome to the live stream, and we're going to talk about what's been going on and my point of view on this as well, because I find it's just a bit painful. There's so many excuses flying out. People trying to reason why it's happening. It's like a blame game going on. Now, people have to take some personal responsibility here. They should. It's just what you're supposed to do, isn't it? For me, it was a case of looking after my family, making sure they're safe and stuff like that, and fed and watered. Not going around rioting and taking your kids with you. People that got the babies in pushchairs and go around kicking people in the head. What kind of people do that sort of thing? There is a certain amount of personal responsibility. Am I peaking? I think I'm peaking on the audio a little bit. How's it now? Is it better? No, a little bit more. No, it's better. Believe me. Oh, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. Right, so put that over there. Up we go on that one, so I can see what's going on there. Bring it back over here. And there we go, Vincent Brennan, Mad Monk 33. We've got a spanner in the works. I hope you're well, my friend. Oh, you were there, weren't you, when I chopped the foot off? As for weather, my French ain't quite good enough, but we're apparently due to hit 32 again tomorrow. Oh, sweaty. Right, my grandchildren coming over on Tuesday. Hopefully they'll be a bit safer here than they will be in the UK. Look what's going on at the moment. They will be in my live streams because, my daughter's got no problem with that whatsoever. And anyway, they've been in live streams before. So, and, it's a little Bushy's band. One hand is out now. You remember, he had serious burns on his hands. One hand is out. It's still pretty stiff. The other one, he's got his fingers out now. So, bit by bit. I'm hoping that they went, well, not hoping. Tomorrow they're going to Chelmsford again to reassess and rebandage. And maybe he won't have any bandages on. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, damn. Hello, Vincent and Joel. Joel Barrows. Hope you're well. Good evening, Madbunk. 33 says, good evening, Madbunk. Oh, blimey. MP down there's no, we're going to have a spanner in the works. Hello, spanner in the works. Oh, beautiful. Oh, in the spotlight. Hello there. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks a lot for sending that stuff over to me. I have been reading it in the old thingamajig. I watched the little video clips and that as well. And Norman, if he's listening, he sends me stuff as well. I can't always respond, so I get so many emails. You won't believe how many emails I get a day. There's a lot of junk as well, mind. It's quite hard to keep on top of everything that long with comments on videos on all my channels and stuff. It's just like, ooh. But I do read the comments. I do go through them. Coming down. In the spotlight! Hello, my friend. Here they go. Riots, I gave him the name. Nigel Farage. Yes. Now, back in the riots in 2011, that Nigel Farage, get the army on the streets, he was saying, and get the army on the... He ain't now, is he? No. Apparently there's good people. Sound a bit like, who was it again? This person, that's it. And he said something
like you go person, woman, man, camera,
and TV. Oh yes, they're good people. Yeah, what they're the Proud Boys or whatever. There's good people there. Yeah, rioting and breaking into Capitol, Hill, what have you. Riots are riots. Riots tend to be aggressive and they're violent, and these certainly are that. And you've got idiots running around with swastikas tattooed on their backs and foreheads and God knows where else, probably on each testicle as well, just to make sure of it. Well, Farage... Anyway, okay, I'll stop. I'll go too far. So. Oh, Echo Bay, hello there. Eject Farage from the House of Commons. Yes. Do it now. And chuck them straight in a cell while you're at it. Whatever way, it's thinly veiled incitement is what it is. It's just kind of like... He's getting out there, he's making his little statement with his big flags and what have you, and pretty much saying, go on, egg him along, go on in. You got, I endorse you. You're good people. No. These people aren't good. And I'm sorry, even those who are hanging around and just watching what's going on, you are actually part of the problem too. Unless you're documenting it and trying to call these people out, that's different. But if you're out there and playing part because it all seems like a great big game, you're part of the problem. You really are. It's numbers. Safety in numbers. They feel safe. They feel as though they've got endorsement, obviously by Nigel Farage and various others, including Steve Bannon and Nigel Farage. And I remember when Nigel Farage and Stephen Bannon, they were going to set this alliance. Yeah, it was an alliance. I forgot what it was called again. What was it called? The International Populists Alliance. Yeah, and old Bannon, he tried to. I think it was in Italy. He was going to get this old building. I think it was a monastery or something, and that was going to be like a training ground for like Hitler's youth. It's mind-numbing. Oh, he was stopped. Okay, he was stopped. It's lucky that it didn't go ahead, as far as I know, anyway. But there again, when you got considering who's the Italian president now, or makes you wonder if it's going to carry on. But anyway, should probably endorse it. Hello, Stom Care. Hope you're well. Hi, all in the chat. Hope you're well. Scrolling down. Oh, we've got a pussycat in the chat. Hello, Sir Larry the cat. Purr. I can't purr. I'll try and purr. Oh, I can't purr. And Tom Smoke, were there riots in Orban today? I don't know. Was there? Well, Victor Orban. That man ought to be locked up as well. Quite frankly, definitely ought to be chucked out of the EU. The thing is, though, the people of Hungary don't actually want to leave the European Union. They're quite happy with it. But Victor Orban, they keep voting him in there for some reason. Strange idea, isn't it? People don't know what's good for them, do they? Right. Eject Farage from the House of Commons. He's not doing his job anyway. Has he actually held one surgery yet with the people of Clacton? I very much doubt it. He's been too busy in the United States and coming back occasionally and maybe do a bit of incitement. They can do it online, can't he? You don't have to be in the UK to incitement. No. Look at Tommy Robinson after he got his bail, non-conditional bail. So you can just carry on causing trouble from abroad. in this villa somewhere in Spain somewhere with his kids. And now he's complaining because people are saying, "Oh, we're going to come over there," or so he says. That we're going to. We know where you are, Tommy. Yeah, what was it? What was that? Yaxley Brennan, whatever his name is. He reckons he's been to the place several times because he gets all these death threats. There's no excuse for that, obviously, but is it surprising? No. Sometimes you kind of, well, shouldn't really have to ask for it, but it's just, why can't we just leave other people alone? I keep saying this, don't I? Leave other people alone, and maybe they'll leave you alone. No, I'm going to sound a bit right-winged now. Warn you! Where's, Boris Johnson's water cannon when you need that? Or two, he had 2 water cannons. He bought 2 water cannons, about 35 grand a pop, didn't he? Then he got more restored and made it all sparkly again. Paid about 250,000 or some crazy amount of money to get them all up to standard. And he wasn't allowed to use them, so they ended up going to auction, and they got 20 grand a pop for them. Something like that. I think I'm fairly close to the mark. But we could do with them now. That and the 3 rubber bullets, it seems. Oh, no, we can't do that. No, I agree. You can't really do that. But I think, considering the kind of people that we're up against, maybe that's what we can't do. You know, when you got these kind of, oh, crikey, these, cretins, exactly what they are. I'm sorry if you disapprove, but they are just cretins. Oh, lovely individuals out there. You know, they're good people, you know. All they are is just complaining, they are. They're just complaining. They're entitled to have a little bit of a protest. They are.
Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women.
Yeah, you probably can't get one. Well, this... oh, it is so... I find... I'll be honest, I find it embarrassing. I find it really, really embarrassing. Is this really what we're about? What was it? What do you say? What do you say? Well, I said not war, jaw. You know, we should be discussing, talk about this. Keir Starmer's only just become the Prime Minister. These riots haven't are not a result of of those poor little girls. You know, it was very sad. Who got murdered by Axel, what his name was. What was it? He was born in the country. His parents were Rwandan, I believe. They obviously came as refugees, probably from, you know, escape Rwanda Hotel or something. I don't know, you know. But then he did that. So he's a British citizen. He's not a foreigner. He's a British citizen. Although he shouldn't be, not now. Considering what he did. Horrendous, poor little things. Can't imagine. Can you imagine what their parents are feeling at the moment? And they got all this going on. All this going on. People being beaten up in the streets, dragged out of their cars because of the colour of their skin. We've got patrols going on where cars are only going through if they've got white drivers. In some areas of the UK with the rioting going on, it's just nuts. What's it say about us? What I really don't understand, I get stuck in, right? If I see someone in trouble, I get stuck in, even if I get hurt myself. It's just who I am. Okay, too many years on the building site probably, but here you go. I can't understand. I'm watching half these videos, people just watching. You know, the same ethnic minority group. I can't understand that. When people are in trouble, they need help. You know. Even the women are getting stuck in, sticking their boot in. And in one case, some fluffy slippers. I just find it really painful. What does it say about us as a society that it can come to this that quickly? These have been organised. The incitement's been going on for a very long period of time, and this just seems like the perfect opportunity to use something as an excuse. And it's not an excuse. The poor little girl, you know, there's poor children and all the ones that got wounded as well, and the post-traumatic stress they're going to be suffering with as well. The friends and family and even the neighbours. Can't imagine it, can you? What about the police officers have to go in there? And, you know, have to see that then they've got to deal with these jobs. It's flabbergasting. And these people are so stupid. They think they've got these balaclavas on their heads. They think they're going to get away with it. And then when they leave the scene of the crime, they're taking them off. There's flipping street cameras everywhere. Especially in the towns and cities and stuff. For the United Kingdom's known for CCTV. And having the most cameras. Do you know what, though? I just hope that the employers of these people are not all going to be just unemployed jobs. Some are going to be employed. In fact, they've probably got, in a cafe, in a canteen and what have you. They discuss their riot. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to have a good old riot, I am, you know? It'll be like Life of Brian, it is. Throw a brick. Who threw the brick? You know? I'm hoping that the employers see it and they sack them. Putting the company to disrepute. They've got to know that people are watching. We've got social media now and it's getting blamed, yes. But it's also a tool. It's a tool to find out who these people are and lock them up in the stocks. That's what we need. We need stocks. We need stocks. Actually, we don't need stocks. We need the ducking store and just outside the sewage outfall. That's what we need.
Smaller in number, are we?
We need to do something.
But larger in mind.
Yeah, I was like, what if he's been really poorly, actually. He's had 5 fits in 24 hours. There's one last night, 3 yesterday during the day, and 2 the night before. 5, there's 6. So I'm hoping that this, he'll be okay now. Because normally it happens in phases. There's a little dog, if anyone doesn't understand. He has epilepsy. And he has a series of fits, and then he's okay for a couple of weeks, normally-ish, and then he has a few more, and it goes on like that. But he's in a bit of a bad week. Poor little bugger. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. So anyway, back in the chat. I can't ignore people, you know. How come that's gone all? Why isn't that black? Everything else I do is in black. How come that ain't in black? It's white. I do dark mode. Strange, isn't it, eh? Don't become. I keep saying this. Oh, hello, Gingers. I hope you're well. I heard that you would like my gate for your garden. It's already installed, sorry. It's at the top of some stairs, stairgate. Yes, and I did cut my foot. Oh, there we come. Oh, but I'll go right to the bottom. We've got timestamps on there, haven't we? And we'll scroll up. Excellent, Marcus. You show the cost of a super chat. I show the cost of a super chat. It's just there. It's not cost, it's just what people choose to super chat. In this case, it's £10, which is very kind. I couldn't carry on doing this without help, I tell you, because I'd have to think, hang on, where do I spend my time? I'd have to be sensible, wouldn't I? I would add, identify and relay their identification to the EU and brilliant idea. Impose a travel ban, because we've got the ES coming into system soon. And then what about the ETIS that comes in play next year? When they make a little application online. Oh, known rioter. No, actually, that one. It's just. Oh. This is actually really hard. How do I make this stream fun? You know, when all these crazy people hurt people, how do you make a stream like that fun? Just call that stupidity, I suppose. But these, it actually does depress me. I've been talking to Caroline about it earlier, and she's obviously worried about our children now because it's spreading around the country, isn't it? You know, I'll check that out. Yeah, it's not great, but it usually goes in phases, so you should be right. Is he there? No, he's not there. He was there a minute ago. That's a really good idea, Joel. That's what we need to do. We need the threat. The only thing about punishment, this definitely needs punishment. This is violence, this is thuggery, this is aggression, people are getting hurt, you know? Property's being broken into, pillaged. Not just that, just got idiots standing outside these hotels and doing that. You know, people bearing at the windows, at the people at the, at the windows, what have you. You know, while they wear their balaclavas. People are scared, worried, sick. They've been living in fear for God knows how long. Because this isn't just happened. This is over a period of time. There's been a multitude of
Smaller in number, are we?
smaller,
But larger in mind.
Issues, things that gone on, and obviously now it's all escalated into this. And it's not just because of immigration. It's not. It's not just because people come on little boats. It's not just because of lack of council houses and what have you. It's not. This is an excuse. It's just an excuse to have a fight. These people just want to have a fight. And they're just aggressive, nasty people. Not good people. Because good people don't treat people like that. Good people don't go around throwing bricks at people. And there's quite a few of these people. And there's quite a few of these people just standing around like a spectator sport. And they are part of the problem. And they need to get themselves back indoors.
Larger in mind.
And watch it on the telly. You know, or Twitter, whatever you can do. Or X, I don't know. Oh, cheers, buddy. Oh, crikey. What's that one? Farage will find... Cheers, Scotch Pie. Thank you. Farage will find life very different. Now, he is... oh, hang on, ain't big enough. An MP. Yes. And also, what about his money? Where he gets his money from? Isn't he supposed to declare his interests? Hmm? Who's actually paying him? He doesn't have a business as such, does he? He is the business, and who's paying him? Who's giving him money? Oh, I forgot he's got a limited company called Reform UK, of course. The Reform Party. Yeah, limited company with a major shareholder of one. Doesn't sound very democratic to me, but there you go. Apparently the European Union isn't democratic called them, but that's Nigel Farage for you. What a plonker. He really is. Now, over the years, there have been some individuals who have spoken out and, said some very logical things. No, not that one. No, not him. No, crikey. Definitely not him. Not Calvin. No. But I might play that in a moment. No, but he's an absolute crazy. Yes. Now, vicar, the clergy. Clergy. Okay, so clergy Calvin. That man is he's just, a misogynist. Oh, crikey. I don't think he believes in the suffragettes, but look at that. Anyway. Oh, crikey, what have I missed? I missed one. We're done. I just saw a chat from Mr. Free. Where is it? I just missed it. Oh, number 3. Right-wingers can be grifted easily. That's because they're not very clever. Sorry, I said that. They ain't very bright. They really are not. I wonder if Farage... Cheers, number 3. Much appreciated. If Farage is a fascist. I wonder. I also wonder if he is a human. Unfortunately, he probably is, actually. Or humanoid, anyway. I'm just wondering if he's telling the truth. What? No. Farage telling the truth? I don't think so. I don't think he knows the meaning of the word. He can't help himself, can he? He's conniving. He's manipulative. He does read the room. Remember when he took his shirt off? I wonder if he's got a swastika on his nipples. No, I don't know. Maybe. So, cheers, Scotch Boy. Scotch Pie. Farage will find his life. He's not going to be doing his job, is he? He didn't do his job in the EU, did he? He barely turned up. So, is he going to do his job at Clacton? Is he going to hold surgeries and what have you? And make some excuse? Oh, I might get stabbed. I was going to say something then, but I mustn't. Oh, there. Hello, dog. Bless America. Oh, America. If they are found guilty, they can stay in Rwanda. Good idea. If they are found not guilty, they can stay in Rwanda. Or maybe, what about that lovely luxury hotel, floating hotel? What they call it? Oh, yeah, the Baby Stockholm. Can't we just shove them on there and then drill a hole in the side? Oh, what a lovely idea that would be. But you see, the kind of people who are, well, oh, how do I put it? Oh, crikey, not him. Oh, crikey, no, crikey, not Calvin Robinson. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh, God. Okay, not that one. Right. That one. Oh, crikey, I'm all out of order. I should have, not that one. Crikey, there's so much here. Oh, here's a lovely geezer. This one, for instance. Nice chap. You know, as you can say, I showed you a photograph of him already, but, you know, he has a lot to say.
Mate, your fucking tats are awesome, man. Pure British. Yes, mate.
English, mate.
I've got a tattoo, by the way.
You like on YouTube? What do you want to say?
I'm a fucking true Englishman. In about time we don't fucking true and told them all, fuck off.
Get it off your chest, bro.
Listen, if I'm saying be white, no fucking aren't. I've been, if you, we want you fucking hard when it's the time in your fucking country, you're ashamed to be fucking white to be an Englishman, mate, time back at it on, fuck off.
You've got 1,000 people watching you, mate. Respect yes, man.
These people.
Mate, your fucking
It's at the moment, just think about it this way, they're actually representing the country. This is what people from around the world are watching, is idiots like this. And it goes on and on. There's just so many of these. Well, there's obviously so many of them. They exist, unfortunately, along with those who like to do the occasional Nazi salute. You know, it's I just they call themselves patriots. Apparently, I don't know. Like I think my idea of a patriot is a little bit different to theirs. And I live in France. You know, I escaped. Oh, yeah, we do have our fair share of riots and stuff here, but they riot over fair thing, like I know, raising the pension age, for instance, stuff like that. You know, look at the colour of your skin. It's got nothing to do with those little girls, or whatever they say. It really hasn't. So it's just. I'm just finding a little bit flabbergasting, you know. I'm oh crikey. It's just I don't know. It's just those police officer. You've probably seen this. Just been flying around the in at the moment. Police officer got basically knocked off his bike, pushed off his bike, and although the officers keep punching him.
But
effectively
larger in mind.
And kicking them. There's one individual there. He's trying to keep him back, but then that guy in the red behind coming over and just punching straight in the back of the neck. It's there's not enough police to deal with it. Definitely not enough riot police. They haven't got enough equipment for a start. Is it time to bring in the army? But some people say no. You got to talk to them. Yeah, okay. There's some people you can't talk to, unfortunately. And these people don't respond to being talked to. And, it's, a lot of them are going to be educated people. A lot of them aren't. Probably the majority aren't. Because this doesn't seem a very educated thing to do to me. Don't do to me. Educated thing to do. I suppose it's fine now. Anyway, back into the chat. Ooh, number 3. I wonder if Farage is a fascist. I think you might have something there, mate. If they are found guilty, they can stay. Oh, done that already. In Rwanda. Failed hooligans. Yes. Hello, Andrew Evans. Hope you're well. Craig Larby. Hello, my friend. Hope you're well too. The Commons as standards watchdog should hold Nigel Farage to account over his dangerous comments. Yes. But will they? And how long will it take? Meantime, he'll use it as a tool to actually rile up more aggression. He'll make himself a martyr. So following the week's violent disorder in the wake of the Southport murders, that's just an excuse. A Liverpool MP has said dangerous comments. Yes, I did see that. And yeah, it is. But it is. And you've got other individuals. Who was it again? Carol Caldwell. Do you remember her? Wonder if she had to pay the costs, didn't she, for that court case? But anyway, she's blaming or putting a lot of it down to social media. I don't actually think it is social media. No, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm not an advocate for social media. I do obviously do YouTube and stuff like that, and I use X as a form of research and stuff because everything seems to go there first, and Twitter. But I don't do Facebook or anything like that. I just see them as tools, and some people would say about obviously WhatsApp messaging. That was the Digital Act was supposed to get open up the doors to the government for like WhatsApp and crikey, what's it called? Oh crikey, the other one, Signal. So they can have a back door into the app to so they can scan images and stuff like that before they go out. My view, so yeah, which undermines the whole principle. And the business model behind WhatsApp and Signal especially. Also a name again, Meredith, the CEO of Signal. Anyway, she was saying that we would block it from the UK. Well, obviously that would be very, very difficult for many businesses because having obviously end-to-end encryption used in the right way is very, very useful for businesses. It just is. But unfortunately, it gets used by people like Who Edwards, for transmitting the Class A images and what have you. And then obviously, get these people can then communicate. They can communicate. They didn't just all of a sudden, I know. Wake up one morning, I'm going to go on a riot, I am. No, this is organised. And then the word spreads. You just need that core base to start with. And then once you've got them out there, the word will just spread and people go, there goes watch riots, yeah. It's like a pastime now, it's, at least this week. So I find these people disgusting. And I find these people who actually get involved with them even as a spectator sport, sit on the sidelines even just, unless they're documenting and recording them and actually putting their faces out there, the views so they get caught. Well, obviously, then it's very useful. But otherwise, am I too soft? Am I too soft, too hard? I don't know. Because there's there are limits, It's like, oh, you're a bit woke, you are. I'm a lefty, mate. Love and hug and all that. Love and hugs. And it's like, I just want people to get on with each other, whatever race or creed that you might be. Let's judge people on who they are, not what they are, If it's what you are, if they're a paedophile, well, then obviously you can judge them on what they are. But anyway, you know what I mean. Let's judge them on their character. Doesn't matter, I've got Indian in me. It's about 8th, I think it is. It's 8th or 16th. I don't know, whatever it is. So, yeah, my grandmother was a love child. Between, an Englishman and the Indian help in India. So yeah. Dear me, no wonder there's problems. No wonder India hates us. No, back into okay. I'm forgetting about people again. What have I got, mate? What have I got? Hello, did I see someone? I just saw someone. So Regan Elite. Hello, Regan. Hope you're well, my friend. Hey, Bill Silver, by the way. Our Farage's stormtroopers burning anywhere tonight. Stormtroopers. Oh, dear me. I think I'd like to burn them on the stake, actually. That's what you do to the witches, isn't it? And, I must admit, when Labour got back in, I thought maybe I could return to Britain, says Sean Crown. I thought when Labour got in, we might see some sense. But the thing is, this has got nothing to do with Labour. It's nothing to do with Labour's shortcomings either. I know some people saying, well, why, done this, should have done that. What be funny is, was it a month ago? The elections? What was it, 4th of July, or whatever it was, Yeah, literally a month ago. It's just, Let's give the bloke a chance. In fact, he's done a darn sight more in a very short period of time than any Tory government has ever done. You know, it's just, you know, don't get me, I'm not a Starmerite anyway, but you know, get Brexit done is kind of a, how to put it. It's a it's a very it's painful. Yeah, it goes against the grain somewhat because it's a little bollocks. It really is. Sorry, I said it, didn't I? Oh dear, that's it. It's me bard. So, hello, Frank Pepper. Hold Nigel to account. If you hold Starmer to account for the 3 dead babies, how can you hold Starmer account for the 3 dead babies? He did not do it. No. You could hold the police, because was he on the watch list at all? Was he problematic? If he was on the watch list, wouldn't it be down to those who were supposed to be watching him? But you can't hold Starmer to account for that. He's only been in the job for, I know he's, you know, but while he was opposition, he didn't have the power. But, you know, it's just... Yeah, I'll certainly hold Nigel to account. He's inciting violence, Frank. I'm sorry, but if you can't agree with that, there's something wrong. The man is constantly doing it, and he manipulates the situation to suit his needs and to tickle his base. I was going to say something else, but I can't say that. So tickle. Okay, softer in it. Yeah, I'm kind down here. Wouldn't you say? Oh, I must admit, when they got, yeah, done that already. Starmer the traitor. This is just stupid. This is stupid. How is he a traitor? How? Explain. How? What has he done that's traitorous? If he had done anything wrong, the Tories, actually no, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph would have found out. What did they get? What did they find out about him? He bought a donkey field for his mother. Oh, terrible man, isn't he? And don't give me all the stuff about flipping. Oh, crikey, Jim will fix it. Jimmy Savile and stuff. That's all of the bollocks. It really is. Not because obviously Jimmy Savile, he obviously was a paedophile and, you know, a very horrible cretin, and quite frankly, he got away with it, really, didn't he? Because he pegged it. My mother moved here from Northern Ireland, so let's stop the great, in the 70s, and is bringing up painful. Oh, crikey, I can imagine. At the end of the day, there's no way you think what's going on in Gaza and that at the moment in Israel and what have you in the occupation. And if you think about what Northern Ireland, isn't it the same? You know, you could say for the Scots as well, couldn't you? You know, they want their country back. They do. Don't you, Scotland? You want your country back. And I don't blame you. And I'm English. And I don't blame you. I really don't. Besides, it's not my country. No. Because the United Kingdom is not a country. It's just a union of countries. So at the end of the day, it's not my country. It's for the Scottish people to decide, as far as I'm concerned. And yes, they have had a vote. I do know that. But they were lied to. Hello, Mad Monks. Top Smoke, what kind of mother would take a child to a riot? I know! It's oh, Christ, I just don't know. I really don't know what's going on in people's heads. Why would... Just... Actually, I'll show you this. Okay, if you're talking about taking a child to a riot or for a good beating, all right, there you go. See this little video clip here? Okay, let's start from the beginning. There's a white woman attacking an Asian woman who happens to be on the floor. The guy there has got a pram who just kicked her in the head. I've got to kick it dog and then kick that. It's just... Oh, crikey. Oh, my dear wife, she's in a dressing gown. Oh, blimey. That's transparent. Oh, show you. Let's just move the camera around. No, I won't do it till you're done. No, no, it's out. And I've got a dog. There's one. A Sebastian. There's hundreds of clips like this online. Hundreds of them. Now, I don't understand. These people are watching like a spectacle. I suppose they feel they're helpless, or they can't. They don't feel they can do anything because then I don't think maybe they think the people are going to start attacking them. But there's a guy standing at the back there just watching. This guy here is trying to help without being, you know, he's just trying to get her off, and then he just kicks her in the head with his kid in the pram. Can you see that? Just okay. Come back. Let me just bring it up, Ed, just in case you can't see. You can see just see the handles of the pram. Where is it? I'll tell by the way he's walking anyway. Just there, see it? There's the handles of the pram just there. I don't know if there's a better view of it. Up there, see? Who takes their kids to something like that? And start, you know, and the missus starts kicking somebody in the head. Why? Why? Really? Honestly, what these people think they're going to gain by it? Okay, get splattered all over the internet. I'm famous now. Maybe that's what it is. What did you know, Strictly Come Dance? No, don't do Strictly Come Dance. No, what you Love Island or something like that? No, don't do that. Blimey. Oh, I don't want to see her knackers. Her bits. She ain't got knackers, has she? No. Oh, what was that one?
Brexit hasn't.
That's that one.
I'm a woman and I don't have balls.
That one. Alex. So. Now, talking about misogyny. This is prime time TV. Okay? And oh God's sake.
These
blaming
are
women
actually.
for the riots.
So not even our politicians, not even the people with the machetes on the streets. The people who are the problem are these middle-class, liberal, white women who've enabled them and encouraged them and opened the door to let the barbarian in, all in the sake of inclusivity and being emotive. And they are worse than the WEF, the WHO, the UN, the EU, and all the big quangos. They're worse than the Mohammedans and the Jews put together. It is the white, middle-class, liberal women who have destroyed Western society. Feminism has been our downfall. And I think a lot of it comes from that Frankfurt School.
What the hell?
I think a lot of it comes from Marxism. And unfortunately, the universal suffrage and putting liberal women on platforms has been the downfall of
So he just wants to suppress women. Let's be fair, many women are already suppressed, even in today's society, and obviously don't deserve. Some women might deserve to be, but most women don't deserve to be, do they? You know. And they've got Donald Trump, literally using the same rhetoric regarding Kamala Harris.
of our society.
I just, oh,
I cannot get out of the problem of going, feminism has brought wokeism into this world. It's brought in victimhood as well, because
so feminism has brought in victimhoodism and wokeism. Is he saying we're all softies now because of women? What the hell? A born again man that I am, yeah, you know. I don't beat my women, no. I love them, you see, 'cause I'm born again.
Weak women are very good at playing victims. They frequently do. They are the exact thing they accuse you of. So it's always
what the hell's
women
going
that
on
are
with these
feminists.
people?
It's never strong women.
This is
I mean,
lots of
first
fun.
wave feminists,
Nonsense.
Lily Bindles and that's a lot. The lesbian feminists, I'm more into and more interested by, because they
But
were
even that's the start. That's the start of the end. And if we look at who these liberals are, 50% of them are on antidepressants or have some kind of mental illness.
What's your figures?
So
Come on, what's your
half,
figures?
pushing on
That's
a
really
majority of
bollocks.
them have admitted something wrong with them. So that's not that they are actually at fault. That's us. That's men being at fault by enabling.
Let's be honest, all right? The reason why he's like this is because no one will touch his winky. That's what it is.
Liberal women to take over society in the name of feminism, this name of
giant box of
egalitarianism
tissues
or
beside the
equality or whatever we call it. Instead of saying, no, men are the leaders, men are the brain, women are the heart. It takes two. We complement each other, but men are the leaders of our society. Instead of saying that, we've taken a back seat, let the women get on.
Hasn't he been watching Kamala Harris take down all these senators? You know, I think she's definitely got some balls. That one has. If you're gonna get, use that terminology. These people are awful, but they walk amongst us.
Done with it, and the men have become more effeminate. The women have become too masculine that they're now having mental health issues, and everything else crumbles.
You and I have we've spread enough hate speech.
What can you say to that? Really? They are both foul individuals. They went on holiday together. Went in a little boat together, they did, yeah. It was like a love fest. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe they're not comfortable with their own sexuality. That's probably what it is. That's what I reckon. Anyway, back in the chat. Oh, we got going on here. We've got quite a few people today. We've got 208 people watching. Hello, 208 people. Hope you're all having a lovely a Sunday evening. I hope you have as much dismay as I am regarding what's going on, because it is absolutely shocking. And mine, quite my neighbour, not have you. There's what the hell's going on? It's people are watching, aren't they? People looking in from around the world and seeing what's happened. And why would they come to the UK, go on holiday, for instance, spend money? I'm not going there. I'll get stabbed. Why would they come to the UK? For the whole of tourism. Why would they? Okay, there's fewer people, say, from the EU coming anyway now, because obviously Brexit and the fact that they have to have passports now, as before they could use their identity cards. So many people say, well, I don't know if I want bother spending all this on a passport when I can just use my identity card and go absolutely anywhere else within Schengen. Why would they want to? England, United Kingdom, it's one group of countries, isn't it? But under the United Kingdom. But there's the whole of the Schengen they can go to. I don't think people, those who voted for Brexit, really understood what they've lost. Haven't gained anything. Certainly hasn't curbed your immigration, has it? No. It's still happening. So we've got little people in little boats. And last week, a woman died. Got into trouble. Some weird people trying to bust in here. What? Where? Oh, what? We've got some... hey, Mad Monk, you're a bit busy today, mate. I seem to have... maybe we've got some... you know what? All right, if you are on the right and what have you, convince me. Let me know your thoughts. Don't be nasty, but just reason. That's it. Give some reasons why you think that. Why these riots are necessary. Why burning libraries is necessary. A newly opened library, completely torched. Yeah, it's gone. That's for their own children. Their own families to go and visit. Okay, they might not read themselves, but it is. Oh, dear. Thanks, Mad Monk. Oh, thanks, number 3. Sorry. Oh, number 3. I didn't see it. There. Oh, you forgot number 3. Oh, number 3 as well. My mother moved here from Northern Ireland in the early 70s, and this is bringing up painful memories that I can understand. Why the hell does every politician in the country appear scared of Frogface? They're all cowards. I happen to agree, Bill. Why didn't Nigel Farage, when he was asked a couple of days ago... Not Nigel Farage. Why didn't Keir Starmer, when he was asked a couple of days ago... should you call out Nigel... Will you call out Nigel Farage for his comments? I'll share them with you in a moment. Anyways, comments. I've got this little address in a video clip. But is that why? What I don't actually understand. He's calling out. Actually, to be fair, actually, he did an address today. He didn't say any names though, but we know who he was talking about. Actually, it was Tommy Robinson he was talking about, because Tommy Robinson was in court last week, and got out on bail, but with no restrictions, and then went to Marbella or something like that, you know. Do you honestly think he's going to return to the UK so he goes just back in jail? Because he's looking at a jail sentence for what he did regarding this so-called documentary. What Top Smoke say? Oh, Marcus' biggest fan. Hello, my friend. Hope you well. Hope you come. Okay. I think Marcus is generalising. You can't have it always, Marcus, but the protesters have a point. Like stripping pension money to pay for hotels, food, phones. It's not the point. It's not a protest. It's a riot. That is Top Smoke. It's not a protest is like what, I don't know, just stop what we're doing, sit on a glue themselves to a road. It's non-violent, you know. That causes a disruption. These people are probably going to get away with a darn sight more than what those when they stop all protests, just because they sit on a blinking road. The bungies, a vicar, vicar, who glued themselves to a road, got 6 months inside. Gluing themselves to a road. 2 others who decided to be, we're going to have in a hammock up in a blooming, up in the bridge somewhere. And they got 3 years. And now we've got the organiser who caused chaos on M25. Stop with all, I can't remember his name now, but he's got 6 years. You know, they were peaceful. They weren't throwing bricks at people. They weren't kicking people in the head. They weren't kicking people's walls down just so they can get the bricks. This is not a protest. Yes, there might be some people there might be angry. They might think, oh, crikey. There's a point to this. No one was saying anything hardly until people like Nigel Farage was pointing it out. Fuel to the fire, and Tommy Robinson, those sort of people. That's why we got Brexit. No one was talking about leaving the European Union. Not to the scale where we're going to leave the European Union. No one's really giving a diddly squat. Half the people didn't even know what flipping the European Union was. The biggest search term the day after the vote was flipping, what is the European Union? I've got to use my voice in a minute. It's just nuts. It's not the way to do it, Top Smack. You might say I'm generalising, but the fact of the matter is, they are... anyone who's there amongst those riots, taking part in those riots, even just standing around watching their mate next door punching someone in the face or kicking some poor kid in the face, they're complicit by association. Shouldn't be there. Maybe you need a curfew. It's just out of hand. It's just out of hand. It's not how you do it. It's not the way. Just because you're angry. I know you had your little protest vote in 2016. That hadn't panned out for you either. No. You're less likely to get independence in Scotland, not more. Because of Brexit. Hello, boo, 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 boo. Farage said on last riots, bring the army in. Yeah, that was in 2011 he said that, bring the army in. But he won't say it in this case, no. 2011, I think it was 2011, wasn't it? And yes, he did. He said, it is very, obviously, very forceful about it, in his little verbal way. Poor little frog face. Hello, David Durago. Hope you're well, my friend. Marcus Amigo. So Farage, not so sexy anymore. Is that him? Oh, crikey. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. No, I can't find it, so I can't do it. Sorry. No, can't find it. I'll tell you what we could do, though. There we go. The one in Clacton. Hang on, where's it gone? It's not there. For some reason, it's not showing. That's strange. Right, there we go. La 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 la. No. No, up we come. Nope, I can't. I can't find it anyway. No, I will do it in a minute though. Oh, yes, I just did.
Nigel's the model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. Too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
But new.
So, where are we now? That one. That one. Right, that one. Alright, Nigel Farage. Okay, I keep going about Nigel Farage and his incitement. You might have seen, you might not have done. It's like thinly veiled incitement. I don't know if you need to watch all that, actually. You probably just need to watch the last bit.
So the Prime Minister tonight reacting to what has happened over the course of the last 48 hours. His conclusion very simple. It's all the far right. As if they're causing all of the problems. No, the far right are a reaction
on the chair that
to fear, to discomfort, to unease that is out there shared by tens of millions of people. Let me be clear. I don't support street violence. I don't support thuggery in any way at all.
But it's all right. You're good people.
Not just about the events in Southport, but about societal decline that is happening in our country. Law and order.
He's caused it. He's been caught. He caused it. Now, if I come over here,
you've seen on the streets of Hartlepool, and to get real. Because I tell you what, what you've seen on the streets of Hartlepool, of London, of Southport, is nothing to what could happen over the course of the next few weeks. Let's have proper law and order. But Mr. Starmer, just to blame a few far-right thugs to say that's the root of our problems doesn't work.
No, all right. There's a very wise man. You remember Enoch Powell? Remember him? Lovely guy, isn't he? Anyway, this is a must watch because it's Jonathan Miller, and he calls out baseless sort of racial fear and what have you, and hatred. And people generally aren't like that unless they're kind of like it's stoked up, and it's anyway. I'll tell you what. This makes more sense to show. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's very good.
Imagines that if 2/5 of Birmingham consists of a first generation of descendants born here, of people from the West Indies, from Africa, and from Asia, there will not be a profound difference between that part of the population and the rest.
I think there may be a difference. In fact, there certainly will be a difference. Whether that difference is enough to promote anxiety, unless someone declares...
You think nobody would notice?
No, I think they'll notice, certainly. The question about is whether they will notice with fear and horror unless someone announces to them that fear and horror are an appropriate response to such a fact.
I see. And you think that human nature is such that unless somebody referred to this, nobody would notice that their own native cities were transformed, that the white population was moving out and a different population was moving in.
I didn't say that.
Well, you think then that it would be noticed, but that it would not merely be tolerated, but would be taken as a desirable or acceptable development?
No, I didn't say that either.
Well, that is what you have to say. That is what you have to say, if this is not to be a problem.
No. You're simply putting words which you would find convenient in my mouth. What I said was that...
That's what Farage
I didn't say that there would be no difficulties. Difficulties are in the nature of human coexistence. What I said was that the differences that there would be are not necessarily the differences which would excite fear and horror unless someone stands up and says that fear and horror are an appropriate response.
Exactly.
Someone invested with the authority of public office. When you do that, the charisma of your office and the charisma of your role as a politician will often convince people that fear and horror are an appropriate response if that is what is been told to them. It's what philosophers call a performative utterance. No doubt you're familiar with it. And social cooperation is a hard and a difficult thing. I feel that you would have done your duty as a politician, as an ethical politician, much more productively if instead of exciting the notion of future strife, you had encouraged the notion of future cooperation on the basis of understanding.
Spot on. Spot on. Vinny! I do not know, Stephen. Oh, Stephen McGowan. Oh, well, hope you're well. And boo! Farage said on last Riots, bring in the army, but he don't want to now, does he? Nope. Coming down, I agree, Bill Silver. Easy news, I guess. Loads of live streams of these protests, and it seems every single comment on them come out from the far right. Am I getting lots of far right? Probably am, I? I'd say, just say Regan. Regan, they kick him. They kick him and run away. Yep. Nick A. Channel Frey, the soul way tay, the tweed, as song once put it. Loads of lives. Done that already. A division wears a patch. Oh, crikey, here we go. Division wears a patch with it, and it isn't the Georgian flag. No. Oh, I get you. UBI! Let's go to the bottom again, just in case I missed something. Hello, Lee Corn. I hope you're well, friend. Not the time for to read the. Okay. Stop the greed. I have a spare bottle. UDI. Okay, what's that then? Universal nothing. Dunce's income. I don't know. I'm only left cause the right has gone too far. You can argue that actually, because everything's shifted to the right, including the Labour Party, haven't they? You know, this current Labour Party has shifted to the right. They're more Tory than they are, in my view, anyway, and many others. Or just, I don't know, maybe just left of centre, maybe. I wouldn't say they're not on the left anyway. No. Phil McCracken, hello. Hello, my friend, hope you're well. Oh, here we go. We got Peep Le Poo. Lefty tosses. See, this is the kind of response. Lefty tosses. Okay, that is not an educated comment. Just to let you know there, you know, it's just it's stupid. And it makes you look stupid. Sorry. Said it. Unilateral Declaration of Independence. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Is that what you want? Is it Scotland? Oh, it's all the Tories' fault, you say? There's something to that, I guess. Okay, Sunny. Starmerism has destroyed the Labour Party. The only thing I want to say about that, there was no way the Labour Party was ever going to get in without what Starmer did. Considering what actually was going on in the UK and what was still going on regarding Brexit. Because Brexit's not finished. For those of you who think it is finished, well, then it isn't done yet. We have not got the full brunt of Brexit yet. Nowhere near. I pray in the stream. Oh, there's not time to read the WhatsApp. I've got the WhatsApp up here. I'm actually looking at it. Am I okay? Everyone in the chat is waiting for me. I got that one. That's the last one I got. I'm blaming both parties. Well, yeah, I to be honest, I would say that. But I would have to say with what went on with Boris Johnson and his Brexit, Nigel Farage with his Brexit, it's caused so much trouble. And it's limited our ability to actually... just think what the Tories have done, right? Since 24, since they've been in power. They increased our GDP, not just our national debt. They increased our national debt from 700 billion to 2.7 trillion. While we had the Tories in power. No wonder we've got no money to spend. All we've done is borrow. Interest rates went up through the roof and we can't afford to pay it back. We've got no money for services. The councils all had their funding cut. No wonder nothing's getting done. No wonder people are feeling the pain. I get that. But you don't do it by burning down libraries and beating people up in the street. That's not how it works. That's not a respectful protest, is it, to get your point across? No. I don't agree with when they do it over here in France either, you know, when you get the aggressive and violent protests. Now, when the old Gilly John were out, I was getting involved at the beginning because I thought they had a good cause. I know I'm at a boat with he's on the Ballard and what have you. But, you know, then I can't, oh, hang on, I see what it's about now. It's like anything, everything gets weaponised. You see, the Gilets Jaunes, the protests were started off by one woman, and she'd in France, and you know, she had a very valid point. Unfortunately, the nut job's gone. You know, got a hold there. Oh, that's a good idea, and it got out of hand. You know, and that point, I thought, I don't want no part of this. It's not what I call peaceful protest. You know, you can make your point. Things like you know. Blocking traffic and stuff like that, but we should be doing that outside Westminster. That's why we should be doing it. You know, stopping the I don't know, the deliveries of all that wine and beer and spirits they have free of charge at the cost of the taxpayer. Maybe that might get, you know. It wasn't until they realised that the curtains were smelling of poop is when we first started getting, you know, okay, that was the king at the time, and then we got our sewage system in London. You've got to hit them where it hurts. Hurting ordinary folk in the street, just trying to get on with their life, to living in fear, no matter what colour of skin you are, whether you come on a little boat, what have you. That's terrorism. It's not a riot, really. That's terrorism. And certainly it's not a protest. We have protest laws, you know. Peaceful protest. What they're doing is totally illegal, and these people say they're patriots. That's just a hypocrisy. Absolute hypocrisy. Ruth Gaffery, I hope you're well. Jared Baker. What do you say? What have I missed? Come back over here. Stop the trolls! Need a pee! Is this because I actually did? I programmed this stream yesterday, and it's given the trolls lots of time. Oh, this bombarded stream. What is our culture? DK. What did DK say? DK. Oh, those been deleted. Good. Yeah, but a British culture. What was it? We're beating people up. Going around with swastikas. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? What the hell? Okay. I was listening to the ex-police commissioner earlier today, and he pretty much called them thick. I'm sorry. That weren't me. That's what they said. He said they're pretty thick. Was thick or stupid? I think that was thick. There they go. And that was in reference to the they're wearing masks and they take the masks off. You need to go home with your mask. Make sure you don't get followed. When these nice people were writing EU rats go home on the walls of the EU immigrants leaving the UK, no one talked about it. No. That's what people thought. They thought, you know, at the time of the Brexit, they thought, oh, I'm put a cross in the wrong box. Yeah, I know. Marcus wasn't like that. Yeah, but and I'll stop the immigrants and all the EU immigrants. Okay, citizens, EU citizens living in the UK. We'll all go back home. But they didn't. No, not until the pandemic. Well, actually, to be fair, a lot of them did go home, but because they didn't feel welcome anymore. And then we got the pandemic. And the people that we actually really needed all went back home, including doctors and nurses, because they thought, oh shit, they don't know what's coming around the corner. No one knew what was going to happen with this flipping pandemic, did they? They didn't know what the outcome was. So they left. They went home. Lo and behold, they couldn't get back again. They lost their right to stay. And now what we're doing? Instead of white-faced Europeans, we're going for, let's get a few more Africans. More brown faces. Obviously, I've got no problem with that at all. But, you know, it's kind of, it's just the irony of it all. Shooting yourself in the foot. Oh, yeah, we've got all those lazy layabouts. There they are. I don't know, drinking white light in the cider, in a brown paper bag, and whatever. And they're not going to work. They're going to work. Getting back in the workforce. Yeah. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. You're always going to have the unemployables. You can't force those who don't want to work on the employer. The employer doesn't want them. Okay? And understandably so. There's a lot of people out there who are unemployable. Unless you can change their mindset, which, you know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Now, I was an employer. I wouldn't want them. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't have them. You know, don't get me wrong. I've had some right Romans work for me. And one guy, Mick, he was just come out of prison. Brilliant plasterer, you know. He was in there for GBH. Got on very well with him, actually. So I had to let him go because he turned to the alcohol again and, well, came to work drunk. I mean, not just drunk, I mean, completely out of it. Young Dale, who I put through college, a trainee, as a bricklayer, you know, and he's a brilliant lad. And he had a very difficult upbringing. Very difficult upbringing. And he could have gone one or two ways. And he was the nicest lad, he was. I mean, he was... Don't get me wrong, if people cornered him and stuff, he'd just, you know, he'd just lose it. But once you give someone that direction, maybe it's what all these people need. Maybe they need some more direction. Maybe they need opportunity. Maybe that's where, obviously, I've said this before, and, you know, you can't, obviously, expect people to be happy with their existence if they've got no goals in life. Opportunity. Openings to better themselves. But a lot of these people don't even want that. They don't. And my brother-in-law, for instance, he ain't done. He's done about 2 days' work. I think it's something stupid like that in his life. He's just sponged off the system all his life. That's all he's ever done.
Smaller in number, are we?
Caused disharmony.
But larger in mind.
It's a horrible piece of work. Ceasefire for real. Are you talking about Gaza and Israel, Regan? Because that would be nice if there was a ceasefire. It's just what's going on over there. It's just shocking. I haven't talked about it much as you know, because I don't know where to go with it, to be honest. Number 3, it's all down to the lies and liars in the end. Yes, it's just like what Jonathan Miller was saying. It's down to those people in positions of power, such as Nigel Farage, and at that time it was Enoch Powell, spreading the hate and inciting these people to cause trouble instead of actually betting their own lives. We have to take some responsibility for ourselves. Now, I haven't relied on other people. I've been self-employed since 1989. It was 88. 88? Or 89? I can't remember that. Anyway, I think it's 89. Anyway, I've been self-employed since 89. And I've always had to tout for my own work, and for my work, and it's what I've always done. I've been in and out of college and stuff like that, and that's what I've done. You have to take a bit of responsibility for yourself. If you want to better your life, you've got to put yourself out there and do it. This blame game, saying it's everyone else, it's the government, it's this and that. If there's no opportunities out there, then that's the government. But if there is opportunities, or you could make some opportunities, that's down to you. It's too easy for us to blame everybody. Now, if there's people out there that's suffering with mental health and what have you, and they can't get themselves in the workplace because they need some support and some help, well, then that's down to the government. We need, they need to step in and help. Not step in, but we should better ask them for help, and they should be there. We shouldn't be waiting like 2 years just to get a consultation. That's no good. How are we going to get people back in work if we can't get them out of the hospitals and the sick beds and what have you? It's not going to work. And then they got Keir Starmer the other week. They're exactly the same what the Tories do. Oh, get the disabled to work. My son's disabled. There's no way you could work. No way at all. There are the thing about disabilities though. There's no two disabilities. Okay, but there are some the same. But yeah, if two people with one leg missing was similar. But anyway, both could hop. I suppose they could hold hands, couldn't they? And they'll get there quicker. So maybe a sack race. I don't know. The thing is though, my son's condition is not like somebody's. Is like for instance, I got fibromyalgia. My son's condition is not the same as what I've got. There's no one shoe fits all. So it would only be one shoe if you've got one leg. But anyway, the thing is, we need a system. The PIP system needs to be so it's flexible. Now, my son could probably he might do a few hours a week, but not all at the same time. Online type work, if he'd probably do that. But you'd have to do it online. You have to be flexible. The problem with the system is that you're either disabled or you're not. How are you going to get people into work if you don't give them flexibility? Now, even if you've got a limb missing and stuff like that, everything is like I'll say twice as hard. Okay, I suppose it is twice as hard to get anywhere. But anyway, especially if you're hopping. But the thing is, if you've got disabilities, everything takes that much longer to get to do anything. Just to make a cup of tea, for instance. Everything takes longer. Everything's harder. Cost of living is much more for people who are disabled. On average, it's around £750 a month more for somebody who's disabled than not, according to a survey. Oh, so I don't know. Anyway, he's saying about getting people back to work, and quite frankly, it ain't going to work. And the idea, we'll get more doctors and nurses back to work and what have you. Oh, we'll make them work longer hours. They're already working longer hours. It's ridiculous. Now, here in France, we've got the working time directive and stuff like that. And you've got 35 hours a week they're allowed to do. Yeah? That's it. So they have time for them and their families. And they get paid accordingly. They get paid enough to be. In fact, actually, after the pandemic, they all got a massive pay rise just after the pandemic. Or was it during the pandemic? Actually, during the pandemic. In recollection for for their efforts. Now, luckily, Keir Starmer has been coming forward, and say the Labour Party has been announcing quite a few increases in pay for those who have been striking, including the junior doctors. Unfortunately, not the GPs, because obviously they've now declared a strike, so that's a bit of an issue. That's obviously going to cause people some grief. What do you get online? What do you get on, say, LBC Radio? I listened to what's her face this afternoon. I can't remember her name though. Not Boris Johnson's sister, the other one who's just joined the LBC. Oh my gosh, it's like she should be presenting for Love Island or something. Anyway, she's like, they shouldn't be striking because what about the people and stuff? Yeah, okay, but what about them? Aren't they allowed to get a wage and have a system that works? Can't they feel they can't actually? They're overstretched. They can't do what needs to be done to actually serve their community either. So these strikes are okay. Sometimes I'm a bit dubious whether it is the reason behind it. It is about their money, have the wages and stuff. But it's end of the day,
nobody's serious.
But I don't know. I do, like I said, I keep saying this, but I do find it painful, and I find it an almost impossible situation. What? Darren Grimes just said what? I'm not far right, but I'm right by far. Oh, for God's sake, what child? Go and get yourself some tissues, boy. Right. No, this is quite interesting. This guy here, Robin Murray. Now he was he represented clients during the 2011 London riots when Nigel Farage said that we should get the old army in there, what have you. Well, he was saying the CGS justice system was brutal. Bail refused prior to court. People remanded in custody, however minded their involvement pending trial at the Crown Court for heavier sentencing. The police told me that no one was getting bail last night. I asked the duty inspector how was it that between leaving my car and arriving at the custody, the presumption of bail under the Bail Act had been suspended. Not true. I was told that no one got bail last night. And in the riot courts, there was a judicial bloodbath the next day. Duty solicitors overwhelmed, huge delays, and ultimately bail refused whilst many were sent to the Crown Court. And who was in charge of the CPS back then? It was Keir Starmer. So we should expect, well, like I said, should expect more of the same, really. If he's going to use the a similar attitude towards these thugs, terrorists, it would stand to reason, wouldn't it? Oh, cheers, Storm. He's gifted 5 All Shorts memberships. Oh, nice one. Thank you, my friend. Who's gone? Who's gone? The sewage system in London. Lovely. It's nearly as bad as Paris at the moment. What no is one day, right? They said the water's not clean. You can't get in there. No. In the following days, that's all right now. Yeah, right. With the whole, they have a load of minions go in there and clean it all. Overnight. I just alter the figures, I reckon. There's a lot of blue-green algae at the moment. I wouldn't have thought it'd be on send though, because it's like, yeah, it's moving water. But we have got a lot of blue-green algae, which is very obviously toxic. They say they're not fire right now, but if they ever do get into power, the mask will come off and the jackboats will go on, and they'll happily admit that they were fascists all along. Well, that's pretty much what Hitler did. Along with obviously the book burning, just like these, burning of the library, you know, you like the odd book burning, unless it's Mein Kampf, obviously, you know. Oh my God, this channel is like watching paint dry. You're not very articulate. Oh dear, sorry, Janet. Obviously, you're a bit right wing. Have you had a nice protest? Oh, I'm sorry, riot. Bye then, Janet, baby. No one's forcing you to watch, Janet. No, they're not. And I don't care. Where are we? Start your own then. At Top Smoke. Oh, what's that? What does Top Smoke say? Channel name broken and outspoken. We can start a new one, are you? What you do a channel? Come on, what here? You can do a load of limericks and stuff, couldn't you? While you're at it, you can do the whole channel as one great big long limerick. What do you reckon? About Scottish independence. You could have a 1 hour limerick. It won't be tarring, will it? Top Smoke, go with God, but go. Oh, what's he been saying? Oh, nice guy. Crikey, we're getting a lot of. Thank you to the. I'm glad I got a fair amount of moderators here today. You know, cheers, Lee Corn, for doing that one, and obviously Mad Monk and that as well. Crikey. God's sake, so many of them. Britain might be messed up, but at least we aren't Yanks. I suppose it's sad too. Oh, those Merkins. I know. Oh, crikey. But at least, you know, water's rather wet.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Trump. Oh my God, there's so many have been deleted. God's sake. Hello, Fluky86. How can we give them a hefty sentence when the prisons are already full? I say to the missus today. Yeah, she said, why don't we just lock them up? She said, I said, you can't. They're in rubbish. Just let out a load of prisoners. Now, I don't think we should be doing that. I mentioned it earlier today. What we need is rows of stocks and buckets of poo. All right, we stick their heads in the stocks and then we attack them with buckets of poo. Pleasant. Wouldn't you say? I think that'd work. Who'd want that? Everyone will be scurrying back indoors, wouldn't they? Oh, I can't go right there. I'll get covered in poop. Nice guy, nice guy. Oh, crikey. So, no, I guess it was that our old mate Darren, yes. Darren Grimes. I'm not off, but a little light. What? You're comparing apples and oranges, nice guy, but anything to help you justify the violence. You can't justify the violence. There is no justification in what has been going on. It's beyond justification. There isn't. If it was just, I don't know, a bit like when the Black Lives Matter riots and stuff like that. Some shop windows got broken and stuff like that. But this is just plain thuggery. It's just horrendous. It really is. Now, okay, like this lad here. Look. Oh, crikey. Let's bring it back over again. Yeah. It's scary for people, everyone concerned, isn't it? You know, anyone who feels that they're vulnerable, or they live their lives differently to these idiots. But they are. That's what they are. They're just idiots. Louts. A mixture, obviously. Some are just opportunists go out there who want to hurt someone, just want to fight. Bit of excitement on the weekend. Let's go to the. Tell you what, buddy. Let's go and have a kicking. You know. I just. It's quite scary. There's how many people there are actually condoning this and trying to just justify it. That's what I find a little bit scary. I can't tell. It's just too many people. It's not everybody, obviously, but you know, it's just too many. No, you hear people on LBC, presenters on LBC, saying it's like, oh, it's a minority. It's only a minority. I suppose it's a minority at 67 odd million people in the UK, but it's quite a big chunk. See, some people obviously who would be willing to protest would want to do it peacefully. Why would you want to associate yourself with this lot? I just, you know.
Be careful, man.
Go back. I can't confirm this, but someone was saying that they stabbed him.
Man, back! Yes! Fucking kill him! Move back, fuck your TikTok, move back. Kill him! Move,
Mobbers are coming!
Move!
Get back!
Hey, move back!
Are they? No, you're not listening, man. Look.
They're stabbing him.
Back.
Fucking hell, they're stabbing him.
Are they actually stabbing him?
Yeah, they're stabbing him. He's dead, isn't
he? Justification? Really? How? Oh, Joe, the recipe in Holland is Hertog. Oh, okay. I'd add one of them. Hertog Jan. That's the best Dutch beer, is it? Joe. What, your boat? Your boat's going for scrap? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no. Was it, they have a lot of rust in it? It's steel, isn't it? It's steel narrowboat. Hitler's mob considered the disabled as damaged and expendable. Yeah, we are Aryan man and all, haven't we? Today, our far-right politicians can't say that out loud, and they can only think it and weaponise the benefit system to deal with it. Well, Richard Leysers and what have you, and the Benabibs, Nigel Farages, a lot of them, and now they got seats in Parliament. Susan Lewitt, hello there. I'm tired of left, right, and woke helping those that need help, helping those who need help, treating one another with respect and dignity, yes, and how it should be. Not all this hate and division. Life is hard, I know. But how can you treat these people with dignity? If the thing is, you see, this divide is creating deeper and deeper wounds. A lot of this stem back from 2016. The amount of racism not going on back in 2016 prior to the Brexit vote itself. For instance, there was a Polish shop in Norwich, where I'm from, and it got torched and the graffiti and what have you on the front, you know, go back home and all that sort of stuff. And it was a single parent, just single mother, with a daughter, and she was like very scared, obviously, and just lost a little shop. I can't remember what she was selling, but anyway, people in Norwich all got together and got funds together. They refurbished the shop for her and restocked it. So there are good people out there. There's people that, the ones out there. I'm sorry, they're not good people. Clearly not. I am expandable. Expandable. What's that? What's expandable? Or expendable? Expandable? Hello, Chris Fisher. Hope you're well, mate. England and Germany in the 1930s were not very different on this. It's showing now, and this is like Brune's shirts are in town. Well, it wasn't that long ago when we had the signs, no dogs Irish, or blacks, etc. It's ridiculous. People are just crazy. Monkfish, I don't watch her. I've tried, but she speaks too fast. What'd you say? Who said what? Billy. Monkfish. What do you say, Monkfish? What have I missed? Oh, I can't find it. I think all the right-wing YouTubers are very busy this weekend. Yeah, but what are they going to be posting? They're going to be just posting violence. Why isn't YouTube taking them down? Because they're promoting it. Why aren't they taking it down? The amount of times I've had strikes for the most silly things, and I can't upload for a week, and these people are live streaming in some cases. It's just nuts. YouTube could do it. They could do it. They know who the accounts are. They know they'll see it. And besides, a lot of these people are constantly getting reported. They know who they are. Excellent patriots, says Joel. Destroying their property, destroying their businesses, destroying their tourism, investment in our country. Yes, very patriotic. Who is going to invest in it? How are you going to get direct foreign investment? Oh my God, you want that? It's foreign. No. So how are you going to get direct foreign investment if you're burning the place? It's just nuts. Absolute nuts. So Labour will have no choice but to regulate the far-right press, please, and end GB News, please. They've had enough complaints, and Ofcom have actually what happens there? They get fined, but isn't it really? They get fined.
Smaller in number, are we?
And they don't.
But larger
and if
in
they
mind.
don't, it just shows how far up Murdoch's arse Starmer is. Well, he has been very busy with the Sun, hasn't he? Keir Starmer. Pretty much endorsed him. Yes, what a mess, says Chris. Oh, Chris, I know, it's hell of a mess. It's not... the thing is, how do we solve this? Do we say, well, okay, you're a very naughty boy, and just give a little slap on the wrist and what have you, then shake hands and move on? But if you're the individuals that have been punched and kicked in the head, how do they move on from that? They'll probably just mobilise. And then same thing just happen all over again. There's no good going to come out of this. None. Jail this guy. They're talking about me. Bill Silver, don't be ashamed. They are Nazi hooligans from the Putin apologist clan and grifter group Reform. Fight Nigel Farage. The thing is, you see, I am also ashamed. I'm ashamed and embarrassed by what's going on. I'm tired of having to explain it to people, as in people that I know here in France, and it's just ridiculous, you know. The French love their protests, but there's no logic in this. I can see why the army said no thanks. Yeah, I know. But they got tanks. Go in there with the tanks. Yes. And those those little those missiles that yeah, I can't remember, a bit extreme. I tell you what, can we just get those giant balloons like on Batman, all right? You know, the one with oh, what's his name? Oh, crikey, the first Batman film, not the one with a Biff Baff Wow. Oh, crikey, what was his name? Oh my God, I've lost my memory. But anyway. Well, they've got the giant balloons and they're getting all the gas out. What they could do is they could just gas everybody, make them all fall asleep, and then they could just gather them all up and put them in containers. You can call them cages if you like, or maybe just call them prisons. You can get Group 4, you know. Group 4, they'll look after it for them. There'll be a Tory. Oh, actually, there'll be a Tory now. I'm sure there'll be a Tory that would be interested in helping out there. Maybe, I don't know, even Kenny Badnock or Swella Braverman, they'd be quite happy to put them in. Actually, no, because they're their friends. Yeah. Ain't gonna work, is it? I forecast in 1980 that they were heading towards a political disaster. Within decades, here we are. Is this a political disaster? It's going to be a very hard one to sort out. Politics is just an excuse for this. This is people just saw an opportunity. You don't mobilise yourself in like that. I know we've got social media and what have you, but these people, they were organised. And like I said earlier, you just need a group core of people. The word will then spread like crazy, and you'll have that core of thugs, and it'll draw everybody in like Pied Piper and draw everybody into the crowd. You'll get the spectators as well, obviously. But they are part of the problem. Doggo, they're wearing some sort of... Look, mate, I'm a moron uniform. Oh, look at me, I'm a moron. Usually he's got the England flag strapped around him like cape. You know, all they want is a little black mask like that, and they'd be well away, wouldn't they? Get sucked into the jet engines, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Dora, I've got a dog that wants a treat.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
She doesn't jump, does she? She used to, but not anymore. Oh, what are you saying now? Looking from Scotland, it's shameful what's happened in England. Just makes it very apparent that we are. Let me just hang on. Why isn't that not fitting? Let's just bring that over a little bit, shall we? Need to bring that over a little bit more. There we go. Arr. Oh, okay. There we go. Now, looking from Scotland's point of view, that means I need to bring you over as well now. There you go. There we go. Looking from Scotland's point of view, it's shameful what's happening in England. It just makes it very apparent that we are too far apart to stay in this union. The thing is, I think most of us are too far apart from this. You know, it's insanity. These people are going to have to live in this mess. Apart from those who are travelling around the country causing the problems in the first place, you know, they've been embroiled by Tommy Robinson. while he's sapping up the sun with his pina coladas and all that, you know, with his kids. Still tweeting. He's still causing trouble. That's what he's doing on WhatsApp. This is organised. This is organised, apart from the strays. Regan Elite. The rich are taken from the poor, and the poor and blaming each other. And the poor blaming... Oh, sorry. And the poor... So the rich are taken from the poor, and the poor... and blaming each other. Sorry, I don't understand, mate. Sorry. Well, the rich obviously are taken from the poor. You know... It's up and it's out. What's happening with the old Russia report then? What's happening with the Pandora Papers? No one's interested, you see. Now, they published the Russia report, didn't they? But it's all redacted. All the stuff was at Dominic Grieve? Yeah, Dominic Grieve and some other individuals that were involved in the Russia report. And it was quite frightening, apparently, but no one got to see it. Not all of it. It was all redacted. About right, isn't it? It's not surprising. That's when Boris Johnson was the Prime Minister, and obviously he had good friends, Russian friends, FSB friends, ex-KGB friends. There we go. Where are we? Trying not to... Oh, what did I miss? Did I do one? Yeah. Oh, I understand that. Anna Storm and Chris. Definitely. Why would anyone want to be part of this? That's what I don't understand. But people are going on about it's like it's some great big game. It's like it's fun. Oh, it's great. You know, look what's happening. Huh? Really? What's it say about these people? I don't think that's true, unless Tom care. The majority of England did not riot. Says Mark's the biggest fan. People are trying to condone it, though, if they're not rioting. You've got the media and what have you, they're all saying, oh, crikey, you know, a few individuals, to be fair, didn't condone it at all. But some individuals are pretty much saying, oh, this is because of this or it's because of that. No, it's not. It's just like people who voted for Brexit. Half the people didn't even have a clue what they're voting for. It sounded good, because Nigel Farage told them so. Let me go back to what Jonathan Miller was saying earlier. There's just no logic in any of it. And it's so much stuff going on at the moment. You got the National Front. I can't confirm this is true, but apparently there's razor blades that are being put behind stickers, National Front stickers. It's like they're preparing. I can't confirm that's true, but you know, the other thing we've got to think about is though, maybe, just maybe, Calvin, the clergyman, maybe he's got a point. You know, maybe he was right about women. Huh? Actually, I don't mean that, obviously, though, because what I actually mean is that this particular woman is a lunatic. It's all to do with the Titanic, okay? Blame it on the Titanic.
Put it another way. When you got the Titanic and they filled it with too many people, what happened? It sunk. And that's what's happening to England. We're sinking. Too many here. Put it another way. When you got the Titanic and they filled it with too many people, what happened? It sunk. And that's what's happening to England. We're sinking. Too many here.
What the fuck? Obviously got nothing to do with a giant iceberg. You can rip the gash down the side that passed all the waterproof bulkheads, especially in sinking with you see. But no, it's to do with there's too many people on it. Yes, there weren't enough lifeboats, but crikey, that's just I bet you one of these people even went to school. They walk amongst us. They do. They walk amongst us. The idiocy. I don't know. What an iceberg less. Oh, on that note.
That is a disgrace.
Oh, God's sake. Oh, hello, David. I saw that woman on YouTube screaming a Brazilian couple just because they were speaking in Portuguese. Oh, God. And that blonde woman of the Titanic comparison. Oh, dear. 4 years of Murdoch press says the Stop the Greed. Anti-immigration articles paved the way for Brexit, yes. And decades, actually, of anti-EU rhetoric coming from Murdoch and the like. The EU didn't obey his command. Not GSC amongst any of them. A lot of them. No. Well, it might be no devils when she was doing it. God's sake. 4 years of Murdoch press in anti-immigration. End of the day, most of us are the product of immigration, one way or the other. In rape and pillage, maybe. I don't know. You know? The likelihood that we're all purblied is slim. But what we need to do, we have to have a compulsory DNA test. That's what we need. To check that, see our heritage. See, if we are pure. If we're not, throw us all in the cauldron. The likelihood of us being pure English is pretty unlikely, isn't it? English ain't quite right either, is it? Anglo-Saxon? I don't know. And, did you know, though, doing those DNA tests or checking, send them a bit of hair or something, or your circumcision, whatever they got to do. Anyway, when you send it to them and they do this DNA test and see what your origin is, your background is. In France, it's not legal. You can't get them here. It's not legal here. Also in France, what they don't do, even though somebody said online, somebody said, a caller said actually, that about France has these cultural surveys and stuff. No, they don't. They don't do it on race and creed. It's against law here in France. So it calls it division. Is Ireland a ship too? Yes, it is a ship. It's afloat. Ireland is afloat. Isn't it rising sea levels? It's too many people making things. That's what it is. There's too many people on the island of Ireland and little England. There's too many people that's squashing it down, and we're getting displacement. Like you get a boat hull, you're getting displacement, and as such, the water levels are going up. Too many people are sinking. God's sake. Oh, I have a question, says Chris Fisher. What is your question, Chris Fisher? I pay on bad haircuts. That's my fault then. Oh, a lot of British would be surprised to know that they are the sons and daughters of burly Portuguese or Spanish lifeguards. Oh, God. Oh, quite, what was that film? Oh, can't remember now, Lobby. Now that's right, there's going to be another D-Day, but this time in reverse. People escape. Oh, dear me. Big shout out to Donkey Dave down there in Rotherham. Up every morning to do a vid at 7:15. Wakey, wakey, blimey. Well done, Donkey Dave. Oh, crikey, Donkey's always funny. He's that old guy. I saw one of his videos the other day. I think he's like, it looked like his garden shed or something, or like a little cricket pavilion or something. I don't know. Mark's biggest fan says, I just worry about the language used sometimes, Asman Care. It's like the stereotype that says the Scots hate the English, and we don't. We hate Westminster rule. Fair point. That's a fair point. But don't be fair, it's not just, you're saying about language, it's not just, obviously, regarding the Scots and what have you. They call you all gingers. But it's also other, well, not other, but ethnic minority groups as well. The language is pretty horrendous. I told you about, my little granddaughters are black, my son-in-law, and just go on the bus and stuff, or just go around Norwich, and we're not talking about a particularly terrible place, Norwich. It's quite a nice city, but they regularly get racial, either just racist comments or outright confrontations. It still goes on, just that everyone talks about it. When in the rain, always carry an umbrella. I like to get wet. I don't carry an umbrella, I just get wet. I don't mind, it's water, innit? It's just water. Maybe my camera, I'd rather keep my cameras wet. I'd rather keep them dry, but I don't mind getting wet. Yeah. Proportional representation, UBI, says Alistair McCare. Gotta be UBI. Need a UBI. This is the video. Oh, is it, David? Okay. David. This is the video of the same woman. White Europeans against immigration is an oxymoron. Yeah. Ideology. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyway, they were all a mix. Jack and Rose could have been saved. Jack and Rose could have been saved both. The door was large enough for the two of them. Well, I don't understand. Max sounds rough. Max sounds rough. But Max for a spare? Or Max? Who's Max? When in the rain, always carry an umbrella. We love Donkey Dave 269. I think someone just shared. I think it was actually Spotlight shared me some clips. It might have been Spotlight or Norman. I tell you, though, Phil ain't looking well. The problem with Phil is he's using that green screen, and it takes all the green out of it. We have got a certain amount of green in our skin, our tones. And green screens, when you use chroma key or anything like that, it removes the colour, not just solid colour, but actually the colour. And you can't get your skin tones right. You need to use delta key or something like that. You can't. Most of these apps that they're using or software in OBS, which I think that's what Phil uses, it's chroma key, which isn't very good. Very little control with it. If you confront them, there is not much they answer anymore, and they are out of steam. Referencing. What Bad Monk say? I can't see it. Chris Fisher, how do you get a white guy in Europe if humans whom were spawned in Africa are, as black men, didn't migrate? And well, I don't think they did. I think what happened is we got scattered all over. The seeds of life got scattered around the planet, and we just evolved in our surroundings. That's what I think. It's all to do with a meteorite, I believe. Or was it an asteroid? D-Day reverse. Oh, time to cut it for me. Take care in the Spotlight. Thanks a lot for sending all that stuff over. Do appreciate it, friend. Fight the trolls and fight Nigel Farage from Snowflake. But that's the thing about these individuals. As soon as they get confronted, they think everyone's against them. Look at the way that Nigel Farage, he got ready to when he thought that he was being attacked by the BBC, on the Question Time or whatever that was. He was very unhappy. I've got boycott now. Got boycott the BBC. Nah, he won't. Any opportunity to get his ugly face on the screen, he'll take it. Some people are saying, well, should we let's get rid of the old TV license? Don't pay it. Not after Who Edwards. God, didn't I get attacked on that when I did a video about Who Edwards? I just knew. There's nothing about him. Anyway, told you so. Good night. In the spotlight. See you in spotlight. Mark's populated half an hour. Oh, I did, you know. I was rampant. I was. Yeah, there I was, going out in the evenings, doing my pollination. I was spraying everywhere I was. And if you're downwind, that was it. You're done for. Potent, you could say. That's why better leave in France. You sod. Oh, people in here, keep the channel going. Oh, cheers, in the spotlight. Every little helps. Don't forget to keep the channel alive. I'll try my best. All shorts. I don't know if it is your setup, but my setup or my monitor. But your purple beard is looking very white in places. It is right here. And it's not, and it's only grown out. It's faded. I might be purple again tomorrow though. I'll see how I feel. I chopped those. I went at like a Brillo pad, so I got rid of some of it. I chopped some off. I was looking like Santa Claus. I was with a purple one, purple beard. If you believe anything the BBC doesn't, you are a conspiracy. Okay. If you believe in anything the BBC doesn't. The thing is, it's not the BBC is not just one organisation, is it? It's several organisations under one umbrella. You got to remember they've got, you know, what World Service and all that as well, aren't they? It's not just Question Time. Also got to think about who obviously is the chairman as well. They got rid of the last one who decided to do help Boris Johnson get an £8 million loan or something. Ginger drafts. Native Jamaicans were indigenous Arawak. Not many survive, so nearly all the Jamaicans are descendants of slaves who were brought from Africa. Oh, that was interesting. I wish someone would question Farage's Englishness over his plainly obvious French lineage, as in Farage. Oh, crikey, what are the people? Oh. Who questioned him on that? That was oh, what's his name? Questioned him on TV regarding it. Oh, also she's I had a hole in my foot. Right, big slice on the side of my foot. It bled like hell. It did. So I jumped in the shower, mad monk. If anyone didn't know, I sliced my foot open yesterday. I was wearing Crocs in the workshop, which I generally do, and I dropped a very sharp inch-half chisel on my foot. And it just caught the corner of the chisel on the side of the Croc, sliced right through the Croc, and sort of right through my foot. But it's okay. It's held together with insulation tape at the moment, so it's stopped bleeding, so that's good. The funniest racist insult I ever got was being called a German with a sense of humour and fashion, because he's Portuguese, German and French. I'm here combo. But a hat trick. Is it Farage or fromage? Oh, he's like that smelly cheese with maggots in it. It's steel toe cap, plastic Crocs. No, they weren't steel toe cap, they're just Crocs. There's only things just bounce off them, but look, this chisel's just too sharp and there's just too much momentum in it. And I was working in such a mess yesterday. I had all the stuff over my bench. The next day I just pushed.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
Marcus Jenkins. There's another Marcus. Hello, Marcus Jenkins. Cheers, buddy. I've liked it. And Jack's the Farage is of German stock. Oh, what is he from? Who's he from? He's not a Uyghur Muslim. No, it's everyone. Oh, comes up a minute. Yes, the Nazi influence continues in Farage then. It's a frog. It is Froggy the Nigel Muppet Show. Oh God, it's Nigel Vieira. Oh dear. Oh, just let him dog out. and we'll get back to it. Oh, look at that lovely chair. There you go, White. There you go. Here we go. Oh, look at that lovely chair. It's like Union Jack on there. Say I'm a patriot. Right. No. There are talking about patriots actually. There are some real patriots actually, to be fair. Like this guy. It looks like he's in a bath. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. He's good looking geezer. Good looking geezer. No? Okay.
The time for peaceful protests have passed. They've been and gone. They've proved that nothing happens. Minimal legal force, as in the Article 51 or 61 of the Magna Carta, that makes the government illegal, everything they've done. It's time for us all to join forces and remove the government. Divided we are weak. As one big force, we can make a change to the country. It's time we got together. I'm willing to run it. Please message me back. And the 7th of September is way too long to wait with all this killing, knife crimes, grooming, our kids being taken advantage of, the country being taken advantage of, and the dictatorship we got of the government, because it's not democracy, it's dictatorship. And I don't care, I'm going to say it right now. The reason Bleeding Starmer follows all these and sticks up for all these bleeding sex offenders is because he's won his bloody self.
That sounds a bit of an allegation there. They're just lunatics. Absolute lunatics. As everyone in the UK is, well, they're part of the UK. After Indy, it's no debt. Oh, okay, stuck with it. Yeah, unfortunately. More so now because of Brexit. It hasn't helped independence for Scotland. Eric Pickles. He's a lunatic. What's the strapline? Oh, the angry fat right-wing wrong and calling for more violence on the streets of Britain. It is near Durham, but is currently in Wiltshire, staring out of a caravan window at children, probably. Lovely geezer, isn't he? Wouldn't you say? Just... This guy doesn't realise how worried he should be. No, he doesn't. What the F did you just show there? Oh, right, a stupid person. Oh, I'll just think of another stupid person. How about this one?
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
What was that? Say again? Chat up again. Sovereign Joe. Starmer is clearly UN, WHO, WEF, globalists rather than England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. The British Isles and the United Kingdom. But you just said the United Kingdom by saying all the other stuff. But anyway, and its people, which is unconstitutional and criminal. At least it wasn't aggressive, I suppose. That lad has no. No, he doesn't. It looks like his head's just been like glued on a bit of blue tag onto his onto his shoulders. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I would. Yeah, something like that. Double-sided sticky tape. Blue Peter. That's what it is. It's one I prepared earlier. Have a heart. Had to pull his own teeth because he couldn't get. Oh, sorry, that's hilarious. Oh, there. Blame the immigrants. They are. Look. Oh, there. Someone's punched him in the face. That's what's happening, I reckon. God's sake. Is Keir Starmer still going on? No, he wasn't going on holiday. It was oh, Eric. He's a statement, number 10 statement came out that there's no plans for Keir Starmer going on holiday, even though oh god, who was it? Was it Matthew Wright? Was it Matthew Wright? Whatever. He said on his show today, LBC. Was it yesterday? They said it was that Starmer's. It's true. The rumours that Starmer's going on holiday. But anyway, number 10's come out and said no. Maybe he's changed his plans. Maybe he was going to be going on holiday. I don't know. I suppose in the day, I suppose that was a Dominic Raab decided having a bit of some bed action while citizens have been murdered in Afghanistan. Hang on, wasn't Boris Johnson, didn't he? He was on holiday as well or something at the same time. It's horrendous, people. I read a biography of Mohammed, and one thing he said really stuck with me. What was it? What was it? So law is taken into people's hands, right? That's Sovereign Joe. It's not going to pan out well, is it? These people, a lot of these people who are in these riots, they are going to get caught and they are going to be reprimanded. And some of them are going to lose their jobs. And a lot of them are going to be called out. There's going to be a lot of these faces put on social media. Do you know this geezer? Do you know this woman? Do you know that? You know what I mean? It's just, this is not what's going to happen now, whoever be arrested. It's what's going to be happening in the next weeks and months. They're going to be arrested and then they'll go into trial. If what Keir Starmer done back in 2011 had anything, is anything to go by, a pretty hefty stance was taken back then. So I can imagine it's going to be the same now. But they're going to, I suppose, well, in days, Prime Minister, maybe he's got to be a bit softer. Robert Mr. Potato has neck. Where has the speeches been from the government? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. No, Keir Starmer did one earlier today. When was that? Late afternoon, he did a speech. Pretty much calling out, not Farage, but calling out Tommy Robinson. But why not Farage? Yeah, Boris Johnson originated from Turkey. Well, his great-grandfather or grandfather was Turkish. Boris Johnson was actually born in the United States. He actually gave up his American citizenship because he owed money. In taxes. He didn't pay his taxes. Come on, you go. Anyone else? No? Funny the things that stick in your head, isn't it? You know, the little bits of knowledge and stuff, and you forget about these things until you sort of like something sparks the memory. Like Boris Johnson was born in the United States. I think it's in New York or somewhere actually. When will they arrest Tommy Robinson? I don't think Tommy Robinson's coming back. He's done this before. He has been inside before as well, hasn't he? Well, what's up in contempt of court? Nigel Farage has German passports. Cheers, in the spotlight. Do those calling for isolationism not know about what has happened to countries who are isolated from the global community? That's such a good point. You know, North Korea, they're very, very dependent on China, for instance. Cuba, crikey, Cuban Missile Crisis and all that. Iran, although Iran's sort of built his armaments up. So much for the Iran deal. I know they're pretty much stoking violence around the world. And Russia. Doesn't help their economy. Russia's economy is actually quite small. Their GDP is quite small. No, they're not. These aren't paradises. No, I don't think so. No. They're effectively quite. I know Russia's is apparently not a communist country, but it is in it, you know. You can't say anything because you get, how do you put it, extinguished. You get disappeared. You end up out of a high-rise window somewhere. But Boo says that dude saved all his brain cells just for the video. I reckon he's probably now in he's resting somewhere in remission. We don't want Boris. I said, good. We don't want Boris. Yeah, he gave it up because he didn't. He owed taxes, and yeah, I can't remember which it was. It was quite a lot of money. If you are a US citizen, you are taxed by the US, even if you work abroad. Yeah, I think that's some sort of deal or something he did. So if you're a US citizen, you are, yeah, at the end of the day, I have to do, for my YouTube, I have to do a declaration. So, because obviously YouTube is an American company, even though they operate in other countries, so I don't get charged American taxes, American VAT or whatever you got over there. I have to do a declaration every year, which is in my file up there, and print it off and what have you. And it basically, there's a treaty between France and the United States. So basically, you don't end up paying your tax twice. So yeah, the same with obviously the United Kingdom. I imagine it's a similar sort of deal in the United Kingdom. So yeah, it's wherever you are, you're going to get taxed. Depends where your place of residences as well. We had people here living here in France who were they've got the houses and what have you in the UK, and they said, "Oh, I got a UK address. I don't need to pay my tax. I pay my taxes in the UK." And I say to them, "Well, where's all your assets? Where's your biggest asset?" "Oh, it's in France." "Where's your money?" "Oh, it's in France." "How long have you been living there?" "Oh, 3 years. It was more 6 months then." "Okay. Well, you should be paying your taxes in France." The problem is, you see, for these people, the reason why they do it is because the taxation here in France is higher than the UK. You can get away with murder in the UK. But taxation here is pretty hard to escape. It really is. Believe you me. I just paid my taxes last month. I do them quarterly, you see. And it's not cheap. Scary. Alright. I tell you where they are quite good on taxes. In the arts and stuff like that, the taxation is tiny. Because they're doing the flat rate. If you're self-employed, there's not a flat rate of tax. It's depending on what you do. If you're an artisan, if you're a builder, what have you, supply services, they're all different tax rates. You know, and when we do our tax returns, I can put my net and my gross and what have you in different boxes, it's depending on what the actual work was. If it's, like, for example, I've been making shutters for somebody, so obviously it comes under artisanal. Divas, get real. They have been attacking us for years. Now we resist. You take their side. You're a coward. Oh dear, I'm a coward. Just like the police. Traitor! Oh, that was a funny one, Mad Monk. These people are so stupid. Sorry. Oh, you can't call them stupid. You're a traitor. Has this been the level of all the chats I haven't seen because they've been deleted? Oh, dear me. Oh. There's no hope, is there? There ain't no hope. Mark was the best place in Europe for taxes is Denmark. You don't pay taxes. Oh, let's move Denmark. Regan. Lamo. We can't seem to get rid of Spaffer, though. Nobody wants him, even if the UK throws in some freebies. Nobody wants him. Oh, you're talking about Spaffer as in Boris Johnson. Yeah, okay, yeah, because Spaffer up the wall. I remember that. Yeah, yeah, that was that regarding ancient old sex offences or something, or child sex offences or something. Spaffing money up the wall. I think he told it to Nick Ferrari, didn't he? On LBC Radio. These people are just foul. But you got to remember, people voted for Boris Johnson to be the Prime Minister, even though He's wrote columns about Pickaninny Smiles and Watermelon Smiles. Pickaninny's or Watermelon Smiles and women burgers look like bank robbers. You know, that sort of thing. You know, and load of homophobic. Oh, these people. Yes, we mods are protecting the channel. Cheers, mods. Thanks, Mad Monk. They're just so stupid. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind if they had some logic. If they actually said something that made any sense. It's just it's always an attack. Or the N word, you traitor, for instance, you know. There's nothing of any substance. Just say, let me have a dog in. Who let the dogs out in the first place? That was me. Come on, Dora. In you come. Good girl. What, you want a treat though, do you? Oh, God, what are these dogs like, eh? No treats left for me at this rate, will I? There you go. I do love my little doggy. So we had a nice walk today. We did down the Voir there. That was lovely. It was not all nice tree shaded and stuff, so it wasn't quite as hot and sweaty. Yes, the English vote for Boris Johnson. Didn't you, Top Smoke? Boo! If you vote for Boris, leave the chat now. Oh dear. Yeah, there's lots of trolls and the clear sign they fear us. The thing is, you see, there's no logic in that. I haven't found anyone talk any sense. You got those who are relatively educated, but they have their agenda. You could people like Nigel Farage and what have you. They've got their agenda. They just know how to rile the right, say the right things to rile their people up. It's like a power. It's like their Bible, you know. And then you got those, like the geezer with no neck. It's these people don't have a clue. It's such a shame, isn't it? No wonder we've got a problem in the UK. If this is quite a big chunk of the population, and they can't see what they're doing, it doesn't make any sense. There's no logic in it, and all they're going to do is just cause more problems for themselves, be less money in the pocket, everything's going to have to be fixed. Then there's going to be a huge amount of money spent to police this, which means there'll be less money to do ordinary policing. I was listening to the police commissioner who was saying that this is all very well, but we're taking people away from their normal tasks, police officers, from their normal police duties, and and then there's also those having to do a lot of overtime as well. Which means they'll be knackered, they'll be able to do the job properly. It's illogical. It's just illogical. Now, I don't know if you've heard this, but there was an individual he called into Sheila Fogarty's show. I'm no fan of Sheila Fogarty, especially on her views on trans and what have you, LGBTQ+ and all that. I just... she basically was saying it's an ideology. I don't think it's an ideology.
Darren in Reading. Hello,
it's
Darren.
It's an ideology for you being trans. I think really you're not trans. It's not. It's who you are. So anyway, that's my view. But this is Sheila Fogarty, and she had a caller who called in, and his name was Darren. He wasn't a Karen. No, he was a Darren, thankfully. And he was a bit of a geezer. A bit of a geezer. He was like he was a doorman or something. And he's But this was quite a stellar call, I must say. Wasn't any sound.
Yeah, well, I've never. Well,
really quiet?
I have heard such nonsense as that last caller before, because that's what you get. You get an answer, but you don't really get anything out of them, any substance about immigration, and you don't feel safe walking down the street. So I'll tell you about my experience of immigration, because all this nonsense, I don't see it. See, I'm 55. Been a doorman for 20 years in my community. I look like a doorman. I know what I look like. But I'll tell you now, you have to make adjustments. Of course you do to people that may be different, maybe have come from a different world. You do make adjustments. Like I sometimes when I walk down the street, I'll see some Asian women, some Muslim women, they're a bit nervous because the way I look. So I deliberately give them a nice big smile. I'll say to them, good morning, young ladies, how are you? Just to make them at ease. Yeah. But I'll tell you my experience of immigration. I'm 55. Now, I remember when I was a young nipper in the 80s, because this is the language I'm hearing. I haven't heard, well, I did start hearing it with the Brexit thing, but since the 80s. And this is my experience. See, my experience is this. In the 80s, the Jamaicans and the Bajans and all the West Indians and who I went to school with and their mums and dads had come over in the 60s, and they were our bus drivers and our nurses, and look at they're part of our community now and we're proud, and they're proud. You see them wearing England tops. In the 80s they supported West Indies. Today, cricketers, they all support the England team because they see themselves in the England team. So that's a fantastic. So my other experience is, for Saturday night, I go for a nice Indian curry on a Friday. I have a kebab on the way home. I have culture, I have colour, I've learned things around the world, music. They've enriched my life, my community. When I say my people, because I love my country and I love my people, I'm talking about the people. Doesn't matter what colour, creed, religion you are. If you live in my community, if you're in this country, you are my people. We are together. And you're right. Where you see it, you've got to call it out. I remember with the Brexit kicking off, I went for an Indian meal, I come out, and the first time I've heard it in 25 years, and the guy said to me, I won't go in there, mate, buying that and there. I won't tell you exactly what he said, and I'll give it to him. I'll give him the verbals, and he got a shock of his life. And we have been told, and what upsets me more, what is really getting on me is, our problems and our daily lives and what we're going through has nothing to do with immigration. But the politicians they'll tell you that it is, especially one in particular. He'll tell you that the reason you've got problems with this, the NHS, that, you can't pay your bills, you can't do, is because of the people coming on the boats. And it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. We're together. We need to stick together. I'll tell you again another experience of my immigration. The Jubilee, God bless her soul, our dear Queen. On her Jubilee, I went to my local park where I walk my dogs 3 times a day in my community. I know 100 different ways to say hello, how are you? I went to the park. We had Neville who sells his West Indian food there, giving it away for free. Reggae music and all the brothers sitting out drinking Red Stripe. You had some Asian families down the corner giving out free curry all the day. Their homemade food with their music and dancing and playing games. All the children in the park all day playing together. The firemen come. The local Polish community came and did their kielbasa on the barbecues. And I sit every morning having my skinny latte in Costa's with my doorman, my team, and my brothers they're from all around the world, and we discuss it all the time. Oh. And you just got to keep talking. And my gift to my community, and I've said it all my life, because my father said it and my granddad said it. My gift to my community are my children. And from the day that they were out on the street, they were taught how to think, how to say, how to accept people, difference, how to help, how to love, how to show kindness, how to tolerate, how to be tolerant, and to walk through life like a man, that your word means everything, and the way that you are every day in life means everything, and it shows the people around you. And no one asks me, no one says to me, are you a good dad? That's not for me, my children will know. Are you a good person? That's not for me. My friends and my community will tell you how they see me, because that's my actions. That's how I live my life.
Darren, I couldn't love you more.
Yeah, I'll get upset with it. It's bloody upsetting.
It is.
It's upsetting. In the 80s, my best mate, Tom, God bless him, he a West Indian fella, and I got a job, odd carrier. I was an odd carrier. I'll never forget this. I was an odd carrier. We went up there. It was £100 a day. It was big money in them days. And the geezers gave me a job. Anyway, they said to me later in the day, have you got anyone else you know, Darren? And Thomas was like a brick door, he was. And I said, I haven't got my mate. He said, bring him tomorrow. I said, all right. On the way home, normal, some racial jokes, blah, blah. What's your mate? I said, yeah, he's massive. Oh, yeah, well, as long as he ain't black, that's when it's... Well, my heart sunk, so I got out. I said, well, he is, actually. And I could tell, I could just hear the silence, and And I got out, anyway, I phoned my mate, I said, Tom, because there was no mobiles in them days, Tom, get over in the morning, Mum will make you some breakfast, I've got a job for you, £100, boom, he was there in the morning, we went to the job. You could see the looks on her face. At 10 o'clock in the morning, first cup of tea, Jesus come
Smaller
to me,
in
said,
number, are we?
This day, your
But
mate.
larger in
wasn't even
mind.
man enough. Wasn't even man enough to say it yourself. He said, your mate. He said, we don't really need. We're busy. I knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He said, so he's off. You tell him we don't need him. So I said, well, if you don't need him, you don't need me. So he said, so me and Tom, we walked 5 miles home, and like my arm round him, and within 10 minutes we were talking nonsense on the way home and everything. And I'll never forget. I had to go to him and tell him that he didn't. I'll never forget the day I die. His face, the look on his face, and I knew, and I was hoping that stuff would all fade away as time and generations go. And it breaks my heart now when we see people scared and vilifying people because of they've come here to try to work hard. They've left their families from the other side of the world,
or even those who were born here, Darren. Even those who were born here.
And those that were born here, and that's what I'm talking about, my people. There are people. We're all together. It's just, and it's all nonsense. And you're right. When you challenge them, when I see it on X and I say, where did you get that from? None of them have got any facts. It's all myth.
And actually, what you're showing, Darren, and I must leave it there, but I could listen to you for the rest of the afternoon.
That was a brilliant call. When I heard it the other day, I had them on. Had shit off. I usually have the LBC. Well, not usually. Some days I'm on it, but I'm in the workshop and just having the background. When I heard him, oh my god, I had to stop. I did just listen. He's just a geezer. He's just a geezer. Just talks just plain simple common sense, and he's got a huge heart. You know, doesn't want to do wrong by others. Just takes everybody. You know. For who they are, not what they are. That was powerful, isn't it? I think it's fantastic. Fantastic guy. You know, there's people calling up after, oh, can I have his number? I'd like to meet him and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, as if LBC is going to do that. Oh yeah, just hand out the number. Oh, this other call is calling in. Oh yeah, brilliant geezer. In the spotlight, all shorts. That man is hero of the week. Oh, is he? Cool. No, he's a hero of the week. He's a brilliant geezer. The thing is, when I was building sites, most of my life and that, off and on. I've in the workshop on the building site or my own company and that as well. And you meet all sorts of people, don't you? And when I was down in London, this was in Grays and Thurrock, there was a painter guy, black guy. Painter, and he was a bit like that. He's just you're so funny to work with, we were doing the same. He was painting all the railings and stuff, and we were doing the window pods and the cladding. But he was such a dude. When was this? About 2002. About 2002. Yeah, it would be about 2002, and there was no hate or anything like that. But people just got on. We're talking in Grays, it was quite multicultural back then. Even it's just but today it just seems so people are so bitter. Well, Mark's biggest fan is a hod carrier carried bricks on his shoulder up building site scaffolding for the young'uns. You're welcome. But everyone knows what a hod is. It's like 3 pieces of material. It could be wood, they could be metal, or it could be plastic even. And you basically hold it on your shoulder like that, and you stack it up with bricks. Right? Yeah, there you are, going up your ladders and that, loading up the scaffolding with bricks in 6s probably. And these days we don't do things like that. We use a teleporter, like a forklift, extending forks. Do it that way. We cheat. But there you go, back break work kills you. Oh, Andrew Evans said I was a hod carrier too. So, yeah, labourers actually at the time were actually earning really good money. Hello, just saying, I hope you're well. That was very powerful, I must say, Mad Monk. Reminds me of an American lynching photos from the 19th and 20th century. Yes, that must be a scary time. Could you imagine it? Flipping hell. Where's Pagan? No Pagan. The lowest paid want to contribute to our nation, forcing them to pay 0 income tax, and it's criminal. The lowest paid want to contribute to our nation, forcing them to pay 0 income tax. I don't quite understand. Is that German? Oh, yeah. Darren was brilliant. He was brilliant. That was a hard call to follow, I reckon. Pardon my German, says Joel. Too much hate in the world nowadays. It is. It's just like, it's victimhood. It's like always trying to blame somebody else's othering, and we have to take some responsibility for ourselves. We can't go through life expecting everybody else, including governments, to do everything for us. We have to do some things for ourselves. But we need opportunities, and we need doors to be opened, and that is obviously down to the environment that we're the industry or the environment that we're in, and that's down to the government's to help improve or to provide growth. You've got to have growth, haven't you, if you're going to get more work. Absolutely nice guy. Yep. Look, let's not pretend there was no hate. There has always been hate, but it was not mainstreamed and championed as patriotism. Yeah, that's more. I think a lot of it was. I think those hateful people didn't really come forward. They were under their stones. And Ian Powell, what have you? He's a pretty hateful geezer, wasn't he? I know what you mean by being ashamed. I remember when Donald Trump was president because I was white. It made me feel part and parcel to the venom he was spewing. I see it by association, so to speak. I just see these things. It does make me feel ashamed because they represent us. Any English people that find themselves plastered all over social media, where other people, other nations can look in and watch, it's representative of all English people. Hopefully not all people looking in and watching thinks that. Hopefully they say, well, not everyone's like that. I wouldn't go out there and start flipping, torching people's libraries and stuff like that, or punching people up for no reason, or just on the basis of the colour of their skin. Just no, it's not cricket. Not Darren. It just it does actually sad me, depresses me that when I see all this, and I just think, crikey, is this how far it's gone now? And how do we come back from this? It's not going to be the case, tomorrow everything's going to be all right, is it? Or next week everything's going to be all right. Oh, we'll just shake hands and we'll all get on again. That's not how it is it? It's not. No, it's not going to work, unfortunately. This is going to run deep for a very long time. They're emboldened now, aren't they? And then you got when you get these you got these individuals, these people with their balaclavas on outside the hotels, and give them that signal to those who are peering out of the hotel windows, probably petrified. I know they think they're all single men. They're not. A lot of families in these places. Got kids. It's just disgraceful. They don't represent me. They don't represent me. And I'm sure they don't represent you either. But unfortunately, that's not how everybody says that they're English. Oh, they're awful. Okay, we haven't done ourselves much favours in Spain and places like that, And obviously Brexit hasn't helped. the perception of English. I'm English, you know, and I do feel embarrassed. But apparently, I'm a traitor. Childhood insecurity and too many bears. Their mummy didn't love them enough. Do you know what, Slowica? I actually think you might have something on that. There's a lot to be said for parental love. It might sound corny and cheesy and what have you, but it's nurture, isn't it? It's nurture. I know what my daughter's like with it. You know, all my kids actually with the grandchildren. I know they're nurtured. I know that there's a lot of love there. So, yeah, my daughter's invested a huge amount of time in her children, huge amount of time, to the point of, my little Grace, she's 3 years ahead to school. Tochi's, I think, 1 or 2 years ahead at school. They're doing really, really well, in fact, little brain boxes. And they would, if it wasn't for the fact that she put effort in them, helped them, nurtured them, providing them with a good education and that as well, and also the thing called Kumon, which is a little bit extra. It's expensive, and they stretch themselves to do it. It's not cheap, but it's paying off. It really is. And yes, my daughter, she's really on the ball. She's regarding her children, my grandchildren. And the same with my eldest son. He's only got the one, and it's the same there. There's a lot of nurture. Now, I would actually say a lot of that might be partly to do with me and Caroline, because we nurtured our kids, made sure they got a good education. We always made sure there was books in the house and stuff like that. We also made sure there was plugs without tinfoil around the fuses and all that sort of stuff, When I first met Caroline, she was swapping plugs over from one device to another using a knife. Because she didn't have the plugs. What the hell's all this about? And they're all rated wrong as well. Oh, we haven't got a double insulated system, Caroline. You can't do that. Oh, dear. I see Trump as the head of the snake. That's a very good point. There's somebody mentioned that. Oh, who was that? Oh, crikey, when I hear that earlier today. You've got to get rid of the head of the snake, and that includes people like Nigel Farage and say Trump and what have you. Those people at the top who are inciting the virus, rallying the troops, so to speak. You chop their heads off. What do you suffer with them? But we've got to take their platforms away. Give them a wooden soapbox instead. And that's why we need social media to do their bit. They need to bar these people, but the problem is Elon Musk thinks it's great, He's turned into a right old tyrant. I imagine he's always been that way. Elon Musk with his tweets and what have you, and promoting hatred. He put a tweet up today saying, "Oh well, it'll be oh crikey, what was it now? Oh crikey, what was it? I had it earlier. Civil war. It'll be civil war next. That's what he's saying. So, it's just foul. It's incitement. It's basically, he's quite happy to get all the activity on the channel, on his X platform, his social media platform. Just like Trump's Truth Social. Obviously not everybody on X is a raving lunatic, but there's plenty on there, and they don't get removed. They're allowed to use the platform. Freedom of speech, they say. So that's what we're going to have here. They'll be complaining about freedom of speech because they're going to have the police, and eventually they'll all get squeezed down into as authorities catch up with them all. Obviously not all of them, but and so freedom of speech. Yeah, throwing bricks at people. Freedom of speech, eh? Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't buy that one. No. It's like mob rule. It's go on there. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. In Spotlight just sent me something. Simon Harris is the Irish PM. Said that the Garda in Ireland is monitoring the far right and Russian interferences in Ireland and in Britain. And they are working together with the UK intelligence. And that was in the RTE News today. Now, I want to know when they're going to start talking about the Rush report. When are we going to hear about the Rush report? That's what I want to know. Because currently there's nothing been said about it, and quite frankly, they've been going on about Russian interference. Maybe they just, unredact the Rush report so people see what's going on. They're happy to say about Russian interference now, but they're not happy to accept it in 2016, which it clearly was. We still don't know where Aaron Banks got that money from. And talk about Aaron Banks, we've got Carol Walder. There she is. Carol Cadwaddler. I don't know how he's pronounced. Carol Cadwaddler? Whatever. Anyway. Polarisation engine. How social media has created a perfect storm for UK's far-right riots. What was I say, Tories? Now, I disagree with that. I don't think it's social media. Social media hasn't created it. It's just a platform. Just like I pick up a chisel. I'll pair with a piece of wood with my chisel. I'm not going to go and stab someone with it. It's just a tool to do a job. And that's all, really this is. It's a very useful tool, though, for these far-right nut jobs. Now, we know it's all fed to us, algorithms, what have you. And some rather outrageous comments, like she says, viral and chain reaction of anger and disinformation made the riots that followed the Southport killings inevitable. No, I disagree. I really disagree. The Southport killings was there's poor little girls, what have you, who got murdered. That's an excuse. It opened the door to these thugs, these terrorists. And once you've got that core of people going place, and everyone else sort of just joined in. Opportunists. Some people just want to know it's exciting. Anyway, 1996, the Dunblane massacre and the outcry followed are held up in the US as a textbook example. And how an act of terror mobilised a country to demand an effective gun regulation. And they changed the regulations because of it. The atrocity in which 16 children and their teacher were killed provoked a wave of national revulsion that within weeks led to 750,000 people signing a petition demanding a change to the law. And within a year and a half, new legislation had outlawed the ownership of handguns. Is that why we can't have a handgun? Oh dear, always wanted one. Now, almost 30 years on, horrific violence visited on a dance class in Southport has sparked a very different reaction, and I still don't buy that. I don't think it's sparked. I think it's been used, which makes it's disgusting. A reaction that shocked many in Britain this week, which experts in domestic extremism and especially those who look at the intersection of violence and technology say it's all too depressingly familiar. And in this, our new age of algorithmic outrage, depressingly inevitable. We've always had radicalisation, but in the past, leaders would be the bridge and bring the people together. Well, you'd hope, wouldn't you? Although at least Nandy's been doing the rounds today as well. The Filipino journalist and trenchant tech critic who won the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize says that's impossible to do now because what's used to radicalise extremists and terrorists is now radicalising the public. It's not radicalising the public, it's just a tool. It's just a thing. People are radicalising people. It's just easier. And this is because the information ecosystem is designed that way. No, it's not. You got the algorithm. It feeds what you think it wants to. The thing about algorithms, the same with YouTube. It wants to feed what it thinks you want. If they want you to enjoy the content, so you watch more content and more content, and more content. That's why I like YouTube Shorts. It's lethal. You get some scantily clad girl. If you watch that, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. Scantily clad girls bouncing around on the unicycle or something. I don't know. In my case, it's usually scantily clad woodworkers, if you can call it woodworking. No, I just disagree with this. Don't get me wrong, social media is a problem, and it needs some sort of censorship. But you need to censor the people. We need moderators, people to take these people off. Those who are spreading this kind of stuff. Oh, 200 messages. What's happening there? Links with Nigel Farage or Fear, working for Russia Today, and Aaron Banks from Russia Source, Guardian by Luke Harding. Okay, yeah. Oh, in the golden lift they are with Donald Trump. I don't buy it. Anyway, where are we? We're all to blame. We turn a blind eye. That's a good point, actually. We do. Get on with our lives. It's quite hard to be involved with everything all the while, isn't it? Even me doing this channel, it is hard work. You're constantly following the news, and the news isn't great. It's last year what to hear, girls being murdered. Well, at the time it was just, we knew something was going on at the school, and for crikey, and little screams and what have you. And then we get this. It's depressing. Yep, he is certainly a big drive in the mess. In this mess. You're talking about fight. Okay, what's going on there? Come back. Right, there we go. I know what you mean by being ashamed. Yep, I feel very ashamed. What's going on? Oh, sorry, all shots. I was just saying a lack of quality of these latest trolls is due to the lack of manpower in St. Petersburg. Obviously in Russia. The actors. I saw a documentary about that where they actually interview these people. They were like shipping containers with all computers in them. And they were just literally constantly just attacking websites and stuff like that. It's obviously not just in Russia, it's in other countries as well. Or they're probably all over the flipping place. Now, I've stopped it now because I've blocked China, my websites completely now. But at the time, I was getting like 10,000 attacks a day. 10,000 a day from China on my website. So, needless to say, I can't do all this. Sooner or later, they're going to get in or do some damage, aren't they? So I blocked them. Just blocked China altogether. You had to. I had cobbles in a road for a couple of days, and afterwards I had no fingerprints left. Been there, done that. I'm still here, Dan. I haven't run away yet. She says, "Are you still here?" What is it like? 2 hours, 55 minutes. I suppose it's quite a long while to talk, isn't it? Oh, is he? It's not allergy then.
No, he's been coughing.
Oh, is he? Oh, I'll pull it back. He's alright otherwise, is he? He's alright otherwise. It's my dog.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I was just a bit worried because.
Well, because last night.
Yeah. Oh God! I forgot to do that.
Do what?
The kitchen
Do what? Oh dear.
Paperwork.
Paperwork. We always get lots of paperwork. We do. Welcome to France. Yeah, Dorgo isn't just cobbles weren't so bad, but I think what's really bad is when you land Flettons, which LBC Flettons, London Brick Company, not LBC Radio, and this takes the skin off your fingers. And then we got the Glazers gloves, which was a massive bonus because, yeah, you could just get for a couple of pairs of them a day, and save the skin on the tips of your finger. When you come home, what have you, the missus loved you. It's otherwise it's all rough, terrible. Yeah, another thing is sanding. Used to do a lot of hand sanding on boats and what have you. Boat hulls prior to painting before they got dropped in the water after winter ice. and hand sanding. So you've got like 80 grit paper and 120 grit paper like that constantly. You're just ripping your skin off your fingers as well. It's lovely, isn't it? You know, the things we have to do just to earn the crust. The filmer correction says, "Oh, I know in Spotlight. I was mean that you were saying that Darren was a nice guy. He is a nice guy. We need more Darrens, like that's kind of Darren. We do need more people like that." I did. I have to admit, I did enjoy the old building site banter. Some of it was uncomfortable. Don't get me wrong. There was racism. There was misogyny. There was the usual kind of like wolf whistling and stuff like that. You know, going on all the time on building sites. It did calm down, though, to be fair. It did calm down because the site foremen they wouldn't have any of it. Because at the end of the day, boss will be coming soon. I see Trump as head of the snake. I do too. He's head of the snake, and so is Farage, and so is all that ilk. Wagman. Wagwan? Wagwan? What's that? I don't even know what that means. Is it some? Is it an attack? Stay still, folks. It's a forum, not a fight. Yes, exactly. Everybody's welcome. There's no point in being. We've already got writing on the streets. We don't need to do it here as well. So someone gets slightly harsh with you, and you ban them, and act like poo doesn't stink. Huh? I'm confused. I haven't banned anyone. Have I banned? You trolls don't even deserve an answer. You deserve a jail cell. And one day they'll be coming for you, and you'll realise who is fooling you. We don't know any. Have the trolls gone away? Yes, says Lee. There has been a food today. I imagine so because the viewers have gone down now. I had over 220 viewers at one point, and it's it's gone down to 71 now. Enough of me. All those trolls, what I do is they're going on to some other channel now. It says, I was on that All Shorts channel. Oh, don't go over there. They just delete you. They censor you. Oh dear. The Brits are chopping, slicing, dicing each other with knives. Can you imagine if guns were legalised? Oh, that rhymed. Although, look what's been going on. I kind of think, my God, the police needed something a bit more than that little bat on in a perspex screen. There ain't enough of them, for a start. And a lot of them, it's a lot of those police are young. They got rid of so many police under the Tories, didn't they? So many left as well. And they didn't recruit. And they got a whole load more police. It looks like about 2 weeks training. All youngsters. Oh, you're still going, just about. Well, I have my record is a 7-hour stream, but I'm not doing that. Don't worry. I did 4 hours last week, didn't I? 2.5 hours on it. Oh, 3 hours done. I'm not doing 4 hours though. I've lost my voice. It's the resistance to diversity. Being into nature biodiversity is the key. Also, woke means alert and aware of reality, spot on. And those accused of woke are usually quite intelligent. I know. These people don't like it, do they? That's what it is. Oh, you're intelligent. Make us look silly. But it was about being up, awake, and it was about show cultural awareness. I mean, mainly for the black communities, yeah. I'd rather be someone's half decent and do no harm to others, help people when they need help. I'd rather be someone like that than throwing bricks at people's heads. You know? I know what I'd rather be. If you wonder what this is, this isn't actually beer. It's energy drink. Yeah, well said, Simon Glary. It's very true. Being into nature, me too, into nature as well. We're doing a rewilding here. I don't know if you realise that, Simon, but we're planting lots and lots of trees. Lots of trees. About 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. But we're trying to make it interesting as well, putting all the arbours in and stuff as well. And it's really about trying to provide habitats for little birds and bees and whatever. As I said earlier, the only real solution is to make society more equal. Yes, give the poor from the rich, and therefore everyone means. I don't even think that's a solution. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I actually believe we need to get people to spend money. And like for instance, all these pay rises and stuff at the moment, which is obviously needed. Well, many of them people, they're not going to hoard that money. A lot of them will spend it. Those who have pay rises, they probably have to spend it. And then it goes back into society and it fuels everything else. It becomes a machine that works. At the moment, what we've got up and out. It's all getting offshored on money. It doesn't work. So I think we should get the rich to start spending their money. Because we don't necessarily want them to leave and take over from women. We want them to spend the money in the country. And also, we want people in the UK as a whole who invest money. I've said this before as well. We want them, well, I think they should be investing in British businesses or be encouraged to do so. Maybe there could be some tax incentive or something if you invest in British businesses. But no, they're investing in, I don't know, Bitcoin or something abroad, or investing in Mac or whatever, American companies or other up-and-coming countries as well. Well, we need the money in the country to be able to invest in the country. How are we going to get growth otherwise? You're not going to get growth by just constantly importing. It's only the importers that win. We don't win. Remember, a lot of these importers are overseas in the first place. A lot of them got offshore accounts. You've got like sort of Ryanair and what have you, though. Taxation's done in Ireland. You've got Google. Taxation's done in Ireland. I get paid, all right? I get feed of money from Vooz and stuff like that, or from the super chats. When I get that money, it's usually at the end of the following month, yeah? And the payment comes from Ireland. Well, we know why that is, don't we? Because they agree taxation rates, if they're paying any at all. It's funny I joined your channel just then, when I could barely understand a thing you said. And when I heard about all the bots and trolls and Cambridge Analytica. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's an acquired, it's an education. My friend who is Jamaican lived here for 50 odd years and had his pie shop trashed. Why do people do things? I was saying earlier, Bill, I don't know if you heard, I think you were actually, about our, that lady, a single mum, Polish lady who had her shop burnt to the ground. Luckily, people got around and helped her out. Well, she must be scared ever since, mustn't she, Luckily, it didn't get torched again, so. Oh, am I too far up? Am I too far up? No, it's fine. Right. Only British businesses will accept pound notes shortly. Is it independence? Was St. George Turkish or Syrian? Oh, I don't know. What about the Orange Order? Ain't Dutch. So Larry the Cat, you did go on a bit. Oh dear. on the offensives, and he did take it as an attack. But as a YouTube friends, we must be able to correct each other and move on. Of course, I don't know what happened, but you know. One pastor regrets his support of Trump after giving a sermon using the teachings of Christ to be called out by the Congregation for wokeness. I want one right-winger to say exactly those words when asked to define woke. Just one. But you never will, because none of them actually know what it is. No. It's like they didn't know what the EU was. How many people voted in the EU elections? You know. They say they're not elected? What? Right. Once again, woke is in the pan where a nice Chinese guy cooks my rice. Don't you mean a wok? And his daughter was and is a lovely and caring girl. Oh, fancy stir fry now. Bit late for that though, yeah, just a bit. Tell him that Mad Monk 33, I've said what I'm going to say on the matter. Okay. I don't know what's been going on there. Don't do it, Larry. Oh, crikey. Okay, the video dragon says, it's really sad what I just watched. Right-wing extremists putting fire at a holiday inn who they know is full with refugees. Yes. What's going on all over the country at the moment? There's no justification for this. Just like there's no justification for Israel, for instance, with regarding how far they took it with Gaza. Obviously, the atrocities from Hamas was pretty blooming horrendous. How are you supposed to get rid of an idealism? There we come. No, I haven't yet. I like the kaput one. I did write them down actually. Where are they? There we go. What's this one? Something kaput. Broken guff. God's sake. Ouch, that hurt. And Fubar Farm. Any more ideas? I'll write them down. I'll pick one out of the hat probably. Yeah, I've got another channel called New Tech, which I will very shortly be doing a lot on there. But it's going to be it's not really about new tech, so it's kind of like it doesn't make sense. I need something a bit more bizarre. Yeah, it's kind of going to be sort of like Big Clive, but not obviously. I don't want to copy him. Besides, I'm not Big Clive anyway, so I might make a woofler though. Good night, Storm. Thank you, my friend. Take care. And have a lovely week. Don't work too hard. I honestly think the UK should face sanctions or at least constrictions of movement to and from Europe. I think that's a very valid point. You mentioned earlier regarding ETIS and what have you. All these people, they end up with convictions. They ain't going to get in the EU. Especially what they get convicted for. They ain't going to be able to go holiday in Spain. Places like that. You'd have to do an interview. Because the ETIS basically means it's not visa. People call it visa. It's not visa. We've already got a Schengen visa organised through the Trade Cooperation Agreement. But it's just it's like a travel paper. Not online. And if they say no, the only other option then is to have an interview, which will cost you a sum of money. I think it's going to be about €100 or something like that, or £100. And then they'll make their decision. You won't get the money back. And you've got to have to travel to get there. I mean, it's not going to be on your doorstep. It'll be probably in London somewhere. So anyone with criminal convictions, you aren't just going to be able to enter the whole of the Schengen area. That's how stupid these people are. They really scupper themselves. Da, 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 da. Right, so, okay, just saying says, it's simple maths. If you give people the money, but unfortunately, businesses will just cut staff and make others work harder, and it sucks. Yes, that's what's happening at the moment, what happened in the pandemic as well, or post-pandemic. So they want to make cuts, they make savings. It doesn't make any sense. We've had a wage increase in the UK, but they're now saying there's going to be a wage decrease. That's what they're looking for, you know. That's what they're saying anyway, which is quite likely. It's quite hard, you know. They give it, they'll take it away. Da, 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 da. Scotland needs some of what Ireland had. Freedom. Freedom. 7:30. How can you be anti-woke? Doesn't that mean you're pro-sleep? Very good. I'm so sad with it all. I am very, you know, it's what's happened to the country, though. Oh, I worry about my children, my grandchildren as well, obviously, and it's it doesn't. It's not a great future, is it? The way it's heading. We need more education for a start. I don't think that would help. Open people's minds too, but more culture. Enrich your life. People's lives be more enriched by other people's lives. It's become very insular. Very funny. How you know dragons aren't real? What are you on about? A nice gloss over. I don't understand what's going on. So gloss over what? I'm confused now. I'm trying to work out what's going on. You see, I don't necessarily see every single one, as in every single chat, so it's quite hard for me to get context of what's going on. The UK should have received United Nations sanctions for some of the tricks the Tories pulled. Yeah. It's quite a hard thing to do for them, though, isn't it? You can imagine it, can't you? The controversy. Oh, it's a good job we were out then. Be that sort of shit, wasn't it, you know? It looks terrible in England at the moment, but just look at who is in charge of the Netherlands. Geert Wilders. Didn't he kind of like step to one side a bit, though? I don't think he's really that involved, is he? I haven't been following. I just heard something a while back, a few weeks ago now. I love Big Clive. And just have a think, yeah. A bit, he's brilliant. I didn't know about him, actually. I think it was Top Smoke who told me about him. And I have to admit, I've been watching some of his videos now. And I like his little mannerisms. He's pretty cool. He basically pulls things apart and do schematics and stuff like that. If you're a bit of a techie-minded type person or just interested in how things work, or what's inside. You know, he's just, and also he's just for anybody actually, because he's just quite a cool guy. You know, he's a Scottish geezer. I think he's living in, oh crikey, on that island, not the Isle of Wight, Isle of Man. Yeah, they did TT. Yeah, he does. He's a massive channel, isn't he? He's over 1 million members. It's not surprising. He's very good. Trash potato. What? Trash potato? Is that relevant? I don't know. Trash potato. I'll write it down though. Goes on my list. Trash potato. So the issue here that every government makes a report on countries and grades them as safe or not safe. And the UK is losing that status. This means more checks at the airport. Yeah. The thing is though, is just these people
Smaller in number are we, but larger
it's
in
minority,
mind.
isn't it? They are a minority. It's not everybody, is it? But everyone gets put under the same umbrella, you know. And there will be more checks. There's bound to be, isn't there? You know? You think what's going on at the moment, there's government's been putting warnings out regarding what countries were, you know, Iran and places like that, British citizens, what have you, because they think it's going to kick off. They believe there's going potentially is going to be a war, yeah, full-on war. Okay, Regan. Oh, I didn't know. Mark's biggest fan says, cheers, buddy. I am anti-woke, got an early start, and a bar steward of a Monday. A bar steward of a Monday. Continued from last Friday ahead. So nighty night. All you need is love. Yeah. John Lennon. Very, very wise man. Thanks, friend. You have a good night. And to be honest, my God, it's only 1 o'clock here. So the issue here that makes a report on countries. Yes. There's always warnings. If you look on every country, what have you, every country, if you go onto the government website, it'll say, is it deemed safe and what have you. You can find out for yourself. And the same with any other country, then of course in the EU as well. You can, they say they give reports. It's not ongoing report, I suppose. A status. I don't know, it's more of a status than a report, isn't it? Screws left over. That reminds me of my brother-in-law. Whenever he does anything like car, there's always something left over. Screws left over. As long as it's not something like bend over or something like that, you know what I mean? I don't want to be called that. Just rhetoric, apocalyptic is no, it is. Take care, Reggie B. Thanks for being there. You have a very nice week and have a good sleep. The beard must go. Why? It's kind of gone a bit. I've got rid of loads of it. Imagine a part of the Olympics opening ceremony was beautiful. Really got me. I have to admit that done very well, haven't we? You know, they've done Team GB done very, very, very well, especially in rowing. Oh, crikey. So you had one there as well, did you, Casper? An anti-immigration protest. Zach Waffen, white people committed the riots. No need to protect them from anyone. Speed dollars. What? Simbagoan says, I'm going to mine up some mithril, find a blacksmith, and have some chain shirts, shirts made to sell to visitors to England. Yes, some sort of chain mail. You're gonna, get your chain mail here. Get your chain mail here. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. That was a fly. That might work. You might earn a fortune, you know. What would be your 100-meter time? It'd be very long. Don't get me started on drugs in the Olympics. I won't be a bit surprised. Aren't they getting tested? I can't understand that. Nobody says anything on. All hail our moth overlords. Oh my giddy aunt. Really? Right, anyway, I think that I don't know, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, 20 minutes. I thought I may struggle with voice now. I can't string a sentence together. I usually struggle with that anyway. I made it even worse now, you know. So, oh blimey, get up there, like so. Get up there, like so. I tell you what, Mad Monk, I forgot stuff in Mad Monk. There you go. Oh, little chubby cheeks. I think he might be dizzy. He might be dizzy. Da 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 da. Where is it? Oh, crikey! That. Right, here we go. So. What can I leave you? Some of these I need to take off actually because they do with the Conservatives. I'm not the video clips, you see, and they're not really relevant anymore. Although I think this one will always be relevant.
On all the bread or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then we take them off. I'm
Really?
sorry. Yeah.
Okay, can I take off the meat and you leave me the bread?
No, everything will be confiscated. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my.
The NHS is and always has been a national endeavour. That was set out in 1944 when it was a Conservative politician, Sir Henry Willink, who put forward the proposals for a National Health Service. That's right, a Conservative MP from my home city of Liverpool who conceived the NHS. A good omen, I think.
I am still there. There I am. Oh God, I pressed the button. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us tonight, and thanks for the super chats, and the support of the channel, because it obviously does help. So it's very, very kind, and thank you very much to your spadders, because you've been working overtime tonight. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh crikey! There's been quite a few. Had to put it, trolls. Yeah, quite a few trolls and right-wing kind of had to put it, individuals who got some rather nasty things to say. And I'm a traitor. Oh, they're certainly a target, aren't they? There's not much intellect there, is there, really? It's just isn't. I wish I would actually quite enjoy the yeah, those are difference of opinion. Obviously, a bit of a goldfish bowl, aren't you? You know, and to come on the channel, but it's just like they sort of just have a bit of a slanging match, you know, and oh yeah, traitor. Oh dear. Okay, I suppose we're of this ilk, aren't we, really? I've got all these things going on here, and they're not showing. Why aren't they coming up? I pressed the button, it's not coming up. Maybe. Will that one work? Maybe. Nope, that's not working either. Done that one. That one worked. That one worked. I think I might have a hard drive not connecting. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us today. It is very much appreciated, like I've already said. And thanks to the super chats, and thanks to the spanders. And have a lovely week. But also, be safe. If you see those numpties out there with their bricks, keep out of the way. Don't get involved. Don't be a spectator either. You'd like to get drawn into it all. So anyway, toodaloo, nighty-night. Oh, stop streaming. Oh, crikey, there's a button. I'll just... Toodaloo.